101.7 KSAM is KSAM Huntsville, and you're listening to the Bearkat Sports Network. Sam Houston Bearkat Baseball is back on 101.7 KSAM. Every pitch, catch, and home run right here. Bearkat Baseball is on the air. Now let's head down to the field with the voice of the Sam Houston Bearkats, Rob Hipp.
Pleasant good afternoon, friends, and welcome to another edition of Sam Houston Baseball. We are live here at the Dawn in beautiful Huntsville, Texas, and it is a great Saturday afternoon for baseball here in East Texas. Again today, this is game number 2 of a 3-game series. Game number 1 got underway yesterday. It is Sam Houston hosting UT Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros. Well, in that previous game last night, the Vaqueros were able to score in 6 consecutive innings to take the series opener 10-4 over Sam Houston last night here at the Dawn in Huntsville. UTRGV has improved to 15-10 and 5-5 WAC play. They put up all 10 of their runs from the 2nd through the 7th innings, overtaking an early Bearkat advantage and now evening its league record for the year in the first meetings between these programs. You got to go all the way back to 2008. Sam Houston in that previous matchup last night got 3 hits from Justin Wiskoski, who's really starting to come alive here and continue his domination for Sam Houston, actually as one of the top 5 batters in the Western Athletic Conference. He had an RBI single in the 2nd inning that gave the Cats that 3-1 lead, but the Vaqueros were red hot throughout the night, with every hitter registering at least 1 hit, including 3 RBI nights from both Cameron Blake and Brian Sturgis. Cole Wisniewski was tagged with the loss. On the mound, he allowed 6 runs in just 4 innings, while Blaine Romero turned in a stellar relief performance with 4 strikeouts and 3 shutout innings with only that single hit allowed. Well, the Cats were able to get WAC preseason pitcher of the year Kevin Stevens with 3 early runs, but the Vaquero ace was still able to muster up 5 innings of work before handing it off to the bullpen. Angelo Carball then faced just 6 hitters before running into trouble and passing that torch closer to Ricky Garrick Jr., who was nearly untouchable. He went 3 1/3 innings with 5 strikeouts, just 1 base runner for the 4th save of the year. Again, we are set for this game number 2, looking to rebound on the warmest game of the season, by the way. It's expected to get up over 80 degrees. Continues on. I did have a Coach Jay Sirianni. We'll play that interview now, and then we'll go to him first. Here's Coach Jay Sirianni just a few moments ago. Rob Hipp here pregame with Sam Houston baseball head coach Jay Sirianni. Game 2 of the series versus UTRGV here at the Dawn in Huntsville. Coach, just heading into this one, I know a tough night last night with 10 runs on 17 hits by UTRGV, but it's baseball, chance to rebound here today, and a little warm day finally. Good baseball weather today.
Yeah, finally it's a Chamber of Commerce day today, so excited to come back, get back. The best thing about baseball is there's another one coming tomorrow, so you just get ready for today.
What was the attitude kind of yesterday, and what did you tell the guys after that one?
Well, first you had to tip your hat to their guy. He pitched out of some jams last night. We had our opportunities, and he beat us. And so, I think you call them up at the end of the night, and you tell them, hey, guys, we got beat tonight. Get rid of it, flush it, move on, and be ready to go again today. So, great sport we get to play.
Yes, sir. Well, things continuing again today. Game 2, Game 3 will be tomorrow. You just mentioned some of it. You just got to flush it, get back into it. On a day like today, do you feel kind of the attitude and the atmosphere is a little bit different too when it's beautiful weather like this?
Well, guys love to play when it's sunny and not a cloud in the sky. So they kind of wake up a little more energized. And, we've had some crazy weather so far. But I think the whole thing is just keep playing. Just keep showing up.
Well, and then as we move on today, I know I always ask you every week kind of the keys to the victory. Of course, just got to get in that zone. Talk a little bit more about just what you think the mindset is as far as keys to victory in this one.
Well, we need to set a much better tone on the mound. I think we got to get on the attack of the strike zone early and get them into swing mode, number one, and use them against themselves if we can. And then offensively, it's going to always continue the same. Pressure the strike zone, control the strike zone, and get the big knock when we have that opportunity.
Talk about a lot of guys, pretty frequently, and Carlos Contreras continues just to be a force on this team. The tied as the leading hitter in the WAC now, and then Justin Wiskoski has just been amazing as well. He had a good outing in that game last night. Just talk a little bit about his continued play as far as Wiskoski goes and just how he keeps that mindset going and his leadership skills for these guys.
Well, first we had to move Justin from third to first just to be able to put another bat in the lineup, and he's done a good job over there in handling that adjustment. But he's got a really flat swing and he controls the strike zone. And, he's a tough out. And I think the more times that you go up there and you compete, he's very competitive and puts himself in position to get good pitches to hit. And when he does, he doesn't miss them very often.
Awesome. Well, Coach, as always, appreciate your time. Good luck today and eat 'em up, Cats.
Thanks, Rob. Have a great day.
This will wrap up our interview with head coach Jay Sirianni. We'll get back to more analysis looking into this one from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
Join the Sam Houston State University alumni. For only $35, provide scholarship assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, car rentals, event tickets, and much more. Connect with your Bearkat pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Join today.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Contained Route 4530 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
On the field or just on the go, UT Physicians Orthopedics is with you during life's unexpected stumbles. We offer comprehensive treatment options, on-site imaging, and personalized care. With locations across the greater Houston area, you can find care close to home. Visit utphysicians.com or call 888-4UT to schedule an appointment today. Care starts with you. UT Physicians.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Need service work on your vehicle? Drop on by Huntsville and meet the new service managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wiesner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wiesner Huntsville.
Hey Huntsville sports fans, this is Rob Hipp for Hit Solutions. Hit Solutions faithfully serves our community in several ways. First, our real estate division. We assist you with finding that piece of property that brings you home. Second, Hit Solutions Player Development provides instruction for baseball and softball players. Is a supporter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, helping to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Christ. Hit Solutions is ready to serve you. Visit us online at hittss.com.
All right, friends, and welcome back. Rob Hipp here. We are moments away from getting started here in Huntsville, Texas. We are live on the campus of Sam Houston State University from the Don as it's baseball afternoon, a perfect day for baseball here on a Saturday. And again, want to welcome you in to the broadcast booth. If you're out there listening too, we'd love to hear from you. That Bearkat Fan Text Line is open as always at 512-9105. Again, that's the Bearkat Fan Text Line. Text us, let us know where you're listening from tonight at 512-522-9105. This game also made possible in part by our good friends at HEB. No store does more than my HEB. We'll quickly go over things here for Sam Houston. Of course, they are in their home orange jerseys tonight. The numbers in black, outlined in white. They're wearing the white pants, pinstriped in black. And for the Vaqueros of UTRGV in their gray jerseys, gray pants with the orange and white pinstripe. They're also wearing orange helmets, UTRGV written in orange across the front, numbers in orange and outlined in white. For Sam Houston, getting the start on the mound here this afternoon is Stephen Beard. So he will start things here for Sam Houston, 1-2 this season. He's a left-hander at 4.7 ERA and a 1.4 whip. He has pitched 30 2/3 innings, allowing 18 runs on 35 hits. 16 of those runs were earned. He has walked 7, struck out 30, and allowed 8 doubles and 2 home runs. So he's getting those warm-up pitches on the mound right now. And we'll also go over that defense here for Sam Houston. So again, Stephen Beard is on the mound, getting Here for Sam Houston tonight, the catcher Justin Wishkowski. He'll remain over at first base. If you'll remember, you go back several games, he was at third, now moving over to first. He's been there for several games now and done a stellar job at first base. Easton Lloyd is over at second. Anthony Mckenzie is at third. Miles Jefferson playing short here. And then from left to right for that Sam Houston defensive setup, it's Carlos Contreras, who has been phenomenal over at left field. Also, of course, on the offensive side, the bats have been hot for him. At center is at center field is Clayton Chadwick, and then Lane Brewster over at right field. We'll go 1, 2, and 3 to start things here for UTRGV. It's the designated hitter, Cameron Blake. First pitch on the way, and they'll check it, and this one comes across for a strike. So we are underway here at 3 p.m. at the Dawn. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. Next pitch on the way from the left hand. This one to the outside, and we're an even count, 1-1. So again, Cameron Blake here for UTRGV, 237 hitter on the season, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. Getting set here for the third delivery. This one on the way from Beard, just a little bit out of his reach, and ahead in the count now, the batter at 2-1. So Blake last night went 1 for 3. And we'll see if he can try to get things rolling here for UTRGV to lead off. He'll hit this one, line it over to left, Contreras right glove, and we are 1 away. So good job out there. Just mentioned Contreras, how he has been out there at left, able to track that one down, and we're 1 up, 1 down to start things here from the Dawn. We'll bring up the third baseman, second in the order, the third baseman Diego Ramirez. Here's the first pitch to Ramirez. This one just too high to the outside. A little 84-mile-an-hour fastball to the outside. The early count here, 1-0 on Diego Ramirez. Next one on the way for Ramirez. This time, just a little bit out of his reach again. The count here, 2-0, 77-mile-an-hour off speed. Again, a beautiful afternoon for baseball here in Huntsville. A little warm on the field, approaching 80 degrees. Not much wind either. Here's a swing, and this one will chop foul off the third base line. Bounces off the wall in foul territory. The count here on Diego Ramirez, 2 balls and a strike, 1 away. Next left-handed pitch, this one popped up over foul off that first base side, and it'll take a drop just to the right side of the RGV dugout. And the count even up here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just 1 away as we're underway here in the top of the first. Want to welcome you in. Thanks for joining us for Sam Houston Baseball. Here's the next delivery. That one hit him on the left wrist. And the umpire going to step up here and have a quick chat. And so that tattoo shop going to open up a little bit early. And Ramirez will reach over there on first on the hit by pitch. On first, still just 1 out here in the top of the first inning, just underway.
Left fielder, number 18, Brandon Pimentel.
I'll bring up the left fielder. Third in the order, it's Brandon Pimentel. Batter here at .398, good hitter on this season. 9 home runs, 29 RBIs. A left-handed batter from the left-handed pitch on the way. This one dropped in just a little too low to the inside for a ball. 1-0 early count here on Pimentel. Stephen Beard trying to settle in. A little toss attempt over to first, and just in the nick of time was Ramirez able to hop back on that bag at first. Beard over there going to Wishkowski. Good crowd making their way in here this afternoon, about half capacity or so at the Dawn. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss here. Our curveball to even us up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next one. This pitch just got the corner. 82-mile-an-hour one dropped in there to bring the count to 1-2. This RGV team was hot last night. May have heard talking in the pregame with Coach Sirianni on the next pitch. This one will ground over just out of the reach of the second baseman, and It's a big knock there. Pimentel. So he's over at first hit of the ball game for RGV with runners on 2 now. As Ramirez over at second, he got on, hit by a pitch earlier. And that'll take us to 4th in the order, cleaning up the catcher, Brian Sturgis. It's not the way things wanted to get started here for Stephen Beard. He'll try to find back into his rhythm. Sturgis batting .310 this season, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. Back to a right-handed batter here for RGV. This is game 2, 3-game series. Next game will get underway tomorrow. Here's the first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss here. A little 77-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch to bring the... So again, those runners on 1 and 2 for RGV. 1 out here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch on its way. Swing and a miss again. A little 76-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch to bring it 0-2 on Sturgis. Defense playing pretty far out from left to right. Just in front of the warning track all the way. The corners here at the Don at 330. The power alleys at 370. Back wall at 400. Here's the next pitch. Swing out. Got him swinging. A beautiful pitch there on a 78-mile-an-hour off speed. Curved in, dropped in, and got him to swing on it for the miss. And that'll bring up 5th in the order, the right fielder, Freddie Rojas Jr. Rojas Jr., left-handed batter here for the Vaqueros. Hitting .314 on the season. 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. He's got runners on 1 and 2 here with 2 outs, though. Keeping a look over at second. Here's a left-handed pitch. This one dropped in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, just a nasty pitch there. Got him on that off speed at 73 miles an hour. Looked at it as it came across. Pimentel over at first. Ramirez at second. 2 outs. No score. Just underway here in the top of the first. A swing and a miss here to bring the count to 0-2. So Beard really starting to find his groove now on that mound for Sam Houston. Rojas eager to get a hit here. Here's the pitch. Runners will take off. This one will fling over to second, making the grab. No, not able to get there was Lloyd. It popped out of his glove. That's going to bring in a run. So a tough break there for Sam Houston. Lloyd was trying to get down on it. It was hit kind of awkwardly, just a little out of his reach, and popped off his glove, and that will bring in a run. So Rojas over at first now. Ramirez comes in and scores. And Pimentel runners on the corners here for RGV with a 1-0 early lead, all happening here in 2-out territory. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss on Jacob Sanchez. 6th in the order, the first baseman. Batting .338 this season, 16 RBIs, 3 home runs. Again, a 1-0 lead here for RGV to get things started in the top of the first. Here's the next pitch on the way. Another swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Here's the next one. This pitch a little too close to the inside. Runner's going to try to take off as they're going to run bases, trying to come in and score down there. The second run in the tag, so the 3rd out is there. But RGV finding some work here in his first inning. We've got the 1-0 advantage. We'll step aside and take a break. We're through half an inning. Bottom of the first coming up. We'll see if the bats can get going for Sam Houston on their first offensive try of the night. We'll be back here in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Let's guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
On the field or just on the go, UT Physicians Orthopedics is with you during life's unexpected stumbles. We offer comprehensive treatment options, on-site imaging, and personalized care. With locations across the greater Houston area, you can find care close to home. Visit utphysicians.com or call 888-4UT-DOCS to schedule an appointment today. Care starts with you. UT Physicians.
All right, friends, back at it as RGV getting 2 runs in the top of that first to get things started. Sam Houston now at bat to get their try, and on the mound getting the start here for UTRGV is Colton Davis. So Davis here for Rio Grande Valley again, getting the start here this afternoon. This young man is out of Corsicana, Texas, just about an hour or so north of the Huntsville area. 6'2" junior. At 200. Getting those warm-up pitches here on the mound and getting ready to get started. We'll go 1, 2, and 3 for the Bearkats. It's Lane Brewster, the right fielder, followed by the center fielder, Clayton Chadwick, and then first baseman, Justin Wischkowski. First pitch on the way here. It's a fastball, and this one hard hit foul off that third baseline. Early count here, 0-1 to Lane Brewster. He's batting 190 this season, no home runs, 5 RBIs for Brewster. Here's the next pitch from Davis from the right hand. This one to the outside. We're even at 1-1. Colton Brewster had 4 at-bats last night, scoring 1 run on 2 hits. Struck out twice. Here's a swing and a miss to take us to an 1-2 count. And pretty much the same lineups from last night as well. Here's the 4th pitch on the way. This on the belt line, and we're evened up here at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the first. Sam Houston trails 2-0. Here's a swing, and this one hit foul. It'll bounce off the training facility off that third base line. The at-bat continues here for Lane Brewster. All sunshine down on the field here at the Don this afternoon. A little bit of wind starting to pick up now. We started with really no wind. Now some picking up out there as we see the flags blowing. Here's the 2-2 to the outside. Good eye by Brewster. He'll take it to a full count here. First one we've seen tonight. So Lane Brewster, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Leading off here for it on. Colton Davis. Here's the right-handed pitch. This one going over to left field. Pimentel trying to backtrack it in the sunshine. He's got the grab, and we are 1 away here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up second in the order, the center fielder, Clayton Chadwick. Chadwick with 4 at-bats last night. Did not have a hit. Did have 1 RBI, though, as he reached on a walk in the game yesterday evening. Chadwick, good hitter here at .357 this season. Still looking for his first home run. 16 RBIs. First batter, just a little bit too low. 1 ball, no strikes to get started here for Clayton Chadwick. Here's the 1-1 from Davis. A little high upstairs there. A little chin music. As we'll take a 2-0 here. Clayton Chadwick ahead as the batter for Sam Houston. Nobody on. Again, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Bearkats trailing 2-0 on their home diamond. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. This one will pop up foul off the third base line, way up into the air. It was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. That one takes a bounce on the metal roof of that training facility. 2-1 here now for Clayton Chadwick. And Colton Davis is on the mound for RGV. Brian Sturgis, the catcher, will continue that defense here in a moment. Here's the next pitch, 2-1. This one clipped the corner for a strike, evens us up at 2-2. Jacob Sanchez over at first, DeAndre Shelton. The second baseman, Diego Ramirez at third, Isaac Lopez, the shortstop, and then from left to right, it's Brandon Pimentel, Brett Kane, and Freddie Rojas Jr. over at right. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one chopped foul as it'll bounce over the RGV dugout and into the stands. Chadwick will stay alive here. Again, had the RBI last night as he reached on a walk. And on deck is Justin Wischkowski. Had 1 run on 3 hits last night, an RBI, and reached on a walk as well. Here's the next pitch, too low. And on the second consecutive batter, we have a full count now. Clayton Chadwick at 3-2. Just moments ago on a 3-2, Brewster popped one up over to left for the first out. Left glove to the face down. Taking his time, now in motion. He'll kick up his left leg. Right-handed pitch on the way. This one low. And Clayton Chadwick will get on with the walk here. So it's a little one-out walk music for Sam Houston. And that will take us to third in the order, the first baseman, Justin Wischkowski. Sam Houston going to try to make the best of the opportunities that they've got here. Of course, last night I've mentioned several times those 10 runs coming on 17 hits by RGV. In that previous matchup, Sam Houston not able to find much. They had 9 hits in a ball game. Scored 4 runs on those 9 hits, but just too much the other way for RGV to pull ahead in that ball game. Wischkowski, right-handed hitter. This one just out of the reach of short, and that will put runners at 1 and 2. So a little one out. Justin Wischkowski put Chadwick over at second. This is exactly where Sam Houston wanted to be to get started, as they're trailing RGV 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. And we'll go down now to the top hitters in the Western Athletic Conference, the left fielder, Carlos Contreras. Contreras with WAC Hitter of the Week honors 3 weeks already this season. A couple of those back-to-back. This young man has just been phenomenal to watch, hitting .448, 7 home runs, and 48 RBIs. That leads the NCAA as well. Davis knows it. Here's the pitch on the way to the left-handed batter. That one came across the plate. 85-mile-an-hour fastball for the strike. The early count here on Contreras, 0-1. Here's the next pitch. Contreras, hard hit. This one goes foul off that third base line. Finds himself in an 0-2 hole here to get things started. His first at-bat, of course, just here in the bottom of the first. Last night was at-bat 3 times. Had a run and a hit. 2 left on base twice last night for Contreras, so he had some opportunities to get on, just couldn't come around. Here's the 0-2. This one, late swing, hard fouls. That one will ground into the RGV dugout. As that battle keep going here again. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. We are here in the bottom of the first. Sam Houston trails 2-0. Just every time Contreras steps up to bat, you can almost sense it in the air that something good has a great chance of happening, just how well he's played this season. Here's the pitch to him. This one over to right. This one may plop the Rojas Jr. with the grab. Runner going to stay at second, so that will not advance any runners, unfortunately, and Contreras is out with that fly ball over to right field. So we're 2 away. Runners remain on 1 and 2 for Sam Houston, and we'll see if Easton Lloyd can get a bat going here and try to bring some in.
Second baseman, number 6.
Big shout out to Martha Woodley joining us in the booth here this Saturday afternoon. Good to see you, Miss Woodley. Also, Les Best. Out there, we'd love to hear from you on that Bearkat Fan Text Line. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that number's 512-522-9105. And let us know where you're listening from tonight or this afternoon, and we'll try to get to those through the air here. So here's Easton Lloyd, left-handed batter for Sam Houston in that 5th hole. Here's the first pitch to him, and he'll hit this one up over to right field, and Rojas has a routine grab, and that will do it for the Bearkats. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on. So that will complete 1 inning of play. Top of the second coming up when we come back. Stay with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
Hey Huntsville sports fans, this is Rob Hipp for Hit Solutions. Hit Solutions faithfully serves our community in several ways. First, our real estate division. We assist you with finding that piece of property that brings you home. Second, Hit Solutions Player Development provides instruction for baseball and softball players. And third, Hit Solutions is a supporter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, helping to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Christ. Hit Solutions is ready to serve you. Visit us online at HITTSS.com.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their technicians filled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
Back at it, friends, live from Don Sanders Stadium here in beautiful Huntsville, Texas. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. We're 20 minutes into this ball game. UTRGV has a 2-0 lead. They'll be back here in the top of the second inning, about to get underway. And we'll go back to Jacob Sanchez, 6, 7, and 8.
For the Vaqueros, first baseman, number 19, Jacob.
It's the first baseman. We'll get things going again. Remember, in that previous inning, Rojas Jr. was thrown out over there for the third and final out while Sanchez was at bat. He'll pop this one up on the first pitch. Shortstop Miles Jefferson putting his hand up into the direct sunshine, left-handed grab. One pitch, one out. And that's how Stephen Beard will get things started here for Sam Houston on the defensive side. That'll take us seventh in the order. The center fielder, Brett Kane.
Center fielder, number 26, Brett Kane.
Brett Kane had 5 at-bats. Of course, those bats were swinging last night for RGV. A lot of these batters, every single one of them, by the way, had a hit in the ball game. Brett Kane, on his 5 at-bats, had 1 run and a hit. Drove in 1 as well. Here's the first pitch to the left-handed batter in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Next pitch, a little far to the outside on the 73-mile-an-hour curve. That'll even us up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brett Kane here, left-handed batter, 6'5", pretty tall young man, 230, graduate out of Waco, Texas, China Spring High School. This next pitch looked really close in the zone, but that one's a ball. And that'll take us to a 2-1 count here. Previously had a little action at Houston, did Brett Kane. Playing for RGV now. Here's the pitch. This one, corner strike to even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss for the second out and the second strikeout by Stephen Beard. So after just a little bit of a blip with Rojas Jr. back in the first, who reached on that RBI single but then was thrown out a little bit later in that inning, it's 2 up and 2 down here now for Stephen Beard. And again, as I just said, it's his second strike swinging of this ball game. Take us 8th in the order, the second baseman, DeAndre Shelton. Here's the first pitch to him, quickly in rhythm. Too close to the inside there on Shelton. He'll take a ball, 1-0 early count. Here's the delivery. And the same as the last pitch there, a little 77-mile-an-hour, came across too close. 2 balls, no strikes. DeAndre Shelton. Shelton, a senior, 5'10", 185. Here's the next pitch to him. This one up. First baseman Wishkowski just inside. And he's got the grab, and it's a 1-2-3 kind of inning there for Sam Houston, taking care of business. They'll be back at bat when we come back, trailing 2-0 as we're through 1.5. Bottom of the second coming up. We'll be back from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
COVID-19 rapid testing is available at Express Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms needed. So now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Limited shots are left. Not sure which test is right for you? Express Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments needed. Walk-ins only. Express Urgent Care Clinic. Located 45 South. Their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sport Clips in Huntsville.
Hey Huntsville sports fans, this is Rob Hipp for Hit Solutions. Hit Solutions faithfully serves our community in several ways. First, our real estate division. We assist you with finding that piece of property that brings you home. Second, Hit Solutions Player Development provides instruction for baseball and softball players. And third, Hit Solutions is a supporter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, helping to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Christ. Hit Solutions is ready to serve you. online at hiss.com.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp live from the Don Sanders Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, on the campus of Sam Houston State University. Thanks for joining us for Sam Houston Bearkat Baseball. As we get started here in the bottom of the second inning, Sam Houston trailing the Vaqueros of UTRGV 2-0. They're back at bat here now, 6, 7, and 8 to get things started. It's the shortstop, Miles Jefferson. Right-handed batter here for the Bearkats. And Jefferson looking at Sam Houston as he had 5 at-bats last night. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll swing on this one. It goes foul over the dugout off that first baseline, way up into the air, and the early count is 0-1. Miles Jefferson batting .359 this season, had that 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Very productive night versus Texas State, the 20th ranked team in the nation that the Bearkats took care of business on several nights. He'll line this one right up over center, and that's a base hit. So a good little leadoff single here for Miles Jefferson to get things rolling for the Bearkats here. Second. That'll bring up 7th in the order, the designated hitter, Luke Repka.
Designated hitter number 9,
So Luke Repka with 4 at-bats last night, did not have a run or a hit. Struck out once, was left on 5 times. He'll start here, the left-handed batter for Sam Houston. So again, the Bearkats have Jefferson over at first, no outs. Bottom of the second we are, trailing 2-0. Colton Davis on the mound here for RGV. Here's the pitch. This one chopped over to second. Shelton trying to make a double play. The throw is there, and the runner is safe at first, but Miles Jefferson is out over at second for the first out. So that'll take a runner out of scoring position. Jefferson was on his way. The good news for the Bearkats, a double play was not there as Repka was able to beat it out. He reaches on the fielder's choice. Up 8th in the order, the catcher, Walker Yannick. Walker Yannick here in that 8th hole. Stands low down in that right-handed batter's box. Here's the first pitch to him on the way. Swing, hard hit foul off that first base line. That one may have been to the street over to Bowers Boulevard. Early count here on Walker Yannick, 0-1. So again, just 1 out for Sam Houston. So Repka was able to beat out and avoid a double play scenario. So just 1 out. Jefferson was that runner that was out. Here's the next pitch. Swung on this one for the strike. 0-2 count here on Walker Yannick. Again, want to welcome you in to our broadcast here this afternoon. Let us know you're out there listening. Have quite a few people joining us in the booth. Taylor Fulbright, good to see you, man. Hopping in on our Facebook stream in the booth. You also on FM airwaves. On the Bearkats, the 0-2 pitch. This one fouled into the net to keep the at-bat going here for Walker Yannick. It's a fair hitter here this season. .308 batting, 1 home run, 10 RBIs for Walker. 1 out we are here in the bottom of the second. Sam Houston trails 2-0. Got that runner, though, that reached on the fielder's choice moments ago, Luke Repka. Yannick trying to put him in scoring position. Colton Davis on the mound for the Vaqueros. Here's the pitch. It's a little bit low, and Sturgis did an excellent job getting behind that one. Called a ball a little low there, 1-2 count. Again, 1-2, 1 away. Yannick trying to put Repka in. Here's one over to right. This one is selling down, and is it gone? Yes, it is. Oh, baby, it's a 2-run homer, and we are tied here at the Dawn. How about that for Walker Yannick getting his 2nd home run of the season, and this one will tie the ball game. That one just went over the wall out there at right at 3:30, and we are 2 apiece here in the bottom of the second. It's a 2-run, 1-out home run for Walker Yannick. So the stakes will start cooking here in Huntsville.
Mckenzie.
And that'll bring up ninth in the order, the third baseman, Anthony Mckenzie. When you do work like that, starts to change the attitude of this ball game. The first pitch to Mckenzie, the left-handed batter, is to the outside. It's a 1-0 early, count one away. Mckenzie batting .210 this season, still looking for his first home run, 5 RBIs. Quickly in rhythm is Davis here. This one low, 2-0 count. Next pitch on the way, high to the outside for Mckenzie. So 3 quick pitches, all of them balls here. Mckenzie's 62 at-bats this season, where he's had 12 runs on 13 hits. Here's the next pitch to him. And 4 pitches results in a base on balls. So right after that 2-run homer, Yannick just a few moments ago, now Mckenzie out there. There's going to be a little bit of mound discussion. The infield will come in and talk things over here with Colton Davis. Davis at 2.43 ERA here this season. Already threw 1 1/3 innings here. He's 32 pitches into this ball game already. Derek Matlock, the UT Arlington alum from 1992. He's the head coach for the Vaqueros out there having a quick chat. That's all it is. No change. Not really seeing any activity over pen just yet. Just trying to settle him down, get him back into this ball game. Again, we're tied 2 apiece here in the bottom of the second after that 2-run homer on 1-out territory by Walker Yannick just moments ago. And we'll go back to the top of the order here. Lane Brewster, back to start this ball game, was out on a 3-2 as he popped one up over to left field for the first out. This left-handed batter here will try to put Mckenzie into position. He's still looking for his first homer of the season as well. Places a bunt. This one will pop foul, though, as the Bearkat logo off that third base side. 0-1, 1 away here for Brewster. Also, if you're in the booth, we'd love to hear from you. Send those comments in the booth as well. We'll get to those as this ball game goes on. Appreciate Shirley, my mother, back in Austin, Texas, joining, cheering on the Bearkats. Love you, Mom. Good to see you. We'll throw toss over there to first as Davis over to Sanchez. Trying to keep Mckenzie at bay. Dove back in plenty of time. Colton Davis, the brim of his hat, putting the shade over his face. He'll look down. Here's the right-handed pitch. This one swung on. It goes over to the second baseman. The throw to short is in time, but that runner will reach over to first. So Brewster is over there on the fielder's choice to first, and Mckenzie is out for the second out. That'll move us to second in the order. The center field, Chadwick, reached on a walk back in the first and was left stranded over at second. Little left-handed batter here, Clayton Chadwick. 0 for today, but he is on base. Back in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing. This one over to right field as it'll roll back into the corner. He'll round first over to second. Runner at third. They're telling him to come on home, baby. And how about that? The Bearkats take the 3-2 lead. As it's a double RBI. It's an RBI double there for Clayton Chadwick. Brought in, sir. So the RBI double for Clayton Chadwick gives the Bearkats a 3-2 advantage here in the bottom of the second. Things really got rolling by Walker Yannick's 2-run homer to tie the ball game, and then Brewster reached on that fielder's choice, and Chadwick bringing him around just moments ago. That'll bring up third in the order the first baseman, Justin Wishkowski. Here's him. To the outside, 1-0 count here on Wishkowski. Sam Houston already within 1 run of their total runs from last night. Here's the next pitch on the way. This one low to the inside. was an 83-mile-an-hour curveball, just too low out of the zone. It's 2 balls, no strikes for Wishkowski. Davis's pitch on the way. This one over to left as it'll find the gap. That's going to bring in another run. And Wishkowski will stand tall over at first. It's an RBI single, all of it in 2-out territory. That brings in Chadwick, and the Bearkats coming alive here in the bottom of the second. So the steak's definitely cooking here in Huntsville this Saturday afternoon. Get the grill going. That will bring forth in the order the left fielder, Carlos. Contreras 0 for 1 here this afternoon as he popped one up over to right for the second out. Here's the first one. This one will ground over to the second baseman. He'll throw it to short, and that will do it, but not before damage was done by Sam Houston. They score 4 runs in this inning. Those 4 runs coming on 4 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 on base. Bearkats with the 4-2 advantage through 2. Top of the third. We'll be back in 60 seconds. It's the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Welcome back, friends, to the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. I'm Rob for being afternoon in Huntsville, Texas at the Don Sanders Stadium. Beautiful, beautiful Saturday here for baseball. Hardly a cloud in the sky as we look back over to our east. We do see a few clouds, but not much more than that. Sam Houston again with that 4-2 advantage. We get things started here in the top of the third for RGV. They'll start in the bottom of the order with Isaac Lopez. So it's 9-1-2 to get things going. Stephen Beard on the mound. Here's the first pitch. This one. First pitch hit foul off that first base line. Lopez finds himself 0-1 just to get things started here. Again, I want to welcome you into the broadcast. Let us know you're out there listening. You can text us on that Bearkat Fan Text Line. Here's the next pitch on the way. This one over to left. Contreras. That one hops just in front of him, and that's a base hit. So a leadoff single there for Lopez. It dropped just in front of Carlos Contreras. Would have been a hard one for him to try to get under. And that will put Lopez on first. Take us back to the top of the order, the designated hitter, Cameron Blake, on a 1-1 pitch where he popped one up over to left first in the first. Last night had more at-bats than any of his teammates, 6 of them, where he scored 1 run on 2 hits, had 3 RBIs. Great night last night for that young man. Here's the first pitch to the left-handed batter. Belt line too close to the inside. 1-0 early count on Cameron Blake. No outs here on the top of the third. Here's the next pitch from the left hand of Stephen Beard. Curveball, curved a little too far to the outside on a 73-mile-an-hour curve. 2 balls, no strikes, Cameron Blake. Here's the next one. And just got out of the glove of Yannick, but luckily was able to get back pretty quickly there, and it's 3-0. It's also the first time this afternoon that Stephen Beard has got it to a 3-ball count. Here's his pitch. That one clipped the corner on an 82-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch to bring the first strike at 3-1. Here's the delivery. This one dropped in the zone for a strike as well. It was an 85-mile-an-hour curveball to bring us to 3-2. The full count here is Cameron Blake. Has that runner over at first. Lopez reached on the single just moments ago to lead off. Here's the little toss over to first as Stephen Beard went to Wishkowski over there, telling Lopez, you got to stay put. He dove back in plenty of time. (4-2), Sam Houston leading, RGV trailing here. They're at bat here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch on the way. Boy, just to the outside on a full count. Cameron Blake will reach on a walk. Now we'll advance Lopez over to second, bring us up second in the order, the third baseman, Diego Ramirez. Hit by a pitch back in the first, then came around and scored on that Rojas RBI single. Back in that inning, it was the first run of 2. He's over here this afternoon. But again, on base, getting hit just a little bit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him, trying to place bunt. This one will pop up. Catcher able to make the grab. Oh, man, how about that for Walker Yannick? That is not an easy grab. It popped up. Yannick went for it and made the grab for the first out. You had to track that one down about halfway from home plate to the backstop. It was favoring that first base line, going in that direction diagonally, but he was able to run up and make that grab. Great job there by Walker Yannick. That will bring up third in the order, Brandon Pimentel. 1 for 1 today. Here's the first pitch to him on the way. Close on the belt line for the ball, 1-0 count. Blake remains over there for RGV. He's at first. Lopez is at second. This one will pop up over to right. Foul territory in the corner. That'll even us up at a ball and a strike and 1 away. Aces on the board now here for RGV. Time here. Beard has some time to think about this. Had a quick wink at Yannick behind the plate. Here's the pitch to the outside. Take us 2-1. We are here in the top of the third. RGV trails the Bearkats 4-2. After Sam Houston putting up all 4 of those runs the bottom of the second just a few moments ago. Here's a left-handed pitch. This one over to short, looking for the double play. Tag him there, second and first. That'll do it. Beautiful field work and double play action. The 2 and the 3, and that will do it. There was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on. That'll leave 0 on the board. In the top of the third, we're through 2.5. Bottom of the third coming up. Stay with us. Bearkats back at bat with that 4-2 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Join the State University Alumni Association. For only $35 a year, your membership helps provide scholarship assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, car rentals, event tickets, and much more. Connect with your Bearkat pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Join today.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp live here from beautiful Don Sanders Stadium, Southeast Texas. We're live from Huntsville, Texas. It's Sam Houston baseball leading RGV. It's game 2 of the 3-game series. After Sam Houston lost a tough one last night looking a lot stronger here in this ball game with 4 runs, with that 4-2 advantage as we get underway here in the bottom of the third. And for the Cats, they will get things started here with Easton Lloyd. So they're 5, 6, and 7 in the order. It's Easton Lloyd, Miles Jefferson, and Luke Repka.
For the Bearkats, second baseman, number 6.
So Easton Lloyd is 0 for 1 this afternoon. Popped one up over to right for the third and final out back in the first. So here we go in the bottom of the third. Colton Davis on the mound here for the Vaqueros still. The pitch on the way. This one lined right over to Shelton at second. The throw to first and plenty of time. And 1 pitch, 1 out we are. As he grounded that one to second. So Easton Lloyd 1 away. Take a 6 in the order. The shortstop, Miles Jefferson. 1 for 1 here this afternoon. Singled back in the second, but then was out for the first out later in that inning. Miles Jefferson, right-handed batter here for Sam Houston. Glove the leg. Here's the right-handed pitch. This one a little bit too close to the inside. A 92-mile-an-hour fastball. I believe that may have been one of the fastest we've seen so far this afternoon. 1 ball, no strikes. Miles Jefferson, 1 out. Quickly in the delivery. Here it is. This one over to center. Brett Kane tracking this one down. Just had to take a couple of steps back behind the wall, or in front of the wall, and we are 2 away on the second pitch. That one over to center. That'll bring up 7th in the order, the designated hitter, Luke Repka. Reached on the fielder's choice, came around and scored as part of that 2-run homer from Walker Yannick back in the second. Repka to get reach on a fielder's choice. He's been on base. 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch on the way. High to the outside. Take it 1-0 early here for Repka. Next pitch. Place bunt, pulled back, and came across for the strike to even us up. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way. That one on the corner. 85-mile-an-hour fastball just glanced the corner. Painted it right there for the strike 1 and 2. Here's the delivery from Davis, this time low to the outside. That'll even us up at 2 apiece. Again, Sam Houston with that 4-2 advantage. We are in the bottom of the third. Bearkats trying to tie up this series. The final game gets underway tomorrow right back here on. Here's that 2-2 pitch. This one swung hard over to left and will drop in foul territory there in just outside the Bearkat bullpen. The at-bat will stay alive here for Luke Repka. Again, Sam Houston, RGV facing again each other tomorrow, 1 p.m. That game will be on 95 KHSU. Here's the 2-2. Good eye by Repka. And that will take us to a full count here. Nobody on for Sam Houston. 2-out territory. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. This one chopped over to second. Little flip and dip. Easy bake oven does it to first. It's Shelton to Sanchez, and we are 3 away. Took a little bit of time, but it was 3 up and 3 down. And that will take us through 3. This game moving along here as we'll go to the top of the 4th inning. RGV back at bat when we come back, trailing 4-2. Stay with us, friends. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
On the field or just on Physicians Orthopedics is with you during life's unexpected stumbles. We offer comprehensive treatment options, on-site imaging, and personalized care. With locations across the greater Houston area, you can find care close to home. Visit utphysicians.com or call 888-4UT-DOCS to schedule an appointment today. Better healthcare starts with you. UT Physicians.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
Top of the fourth inning about to get underway. Sam Houston baseball continues here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. Top of the fourth inning. Warm-up pitches there. Stephen Beard on the mound for Sam Houston remains as he has went through 3 so far. Only allowing 2 hits, 2 runs for the Vaqueros. They got those 2 runs back in the first inning. Since then, it's been goose eggs in the second and the third. And Beard is going to try to ensure that that continues here.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning for the Vaqueros.
Beard already 43 ball game.
Brian Sturgis.
Again, 1-2 this season, 33 2/3 innings pitched, including the ones here. He's allowed 20 runs on 38 hits. We'll get started here in the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6. We'll start with Brian Sturgis for the Vaqueros. Here's the first pitch to the right-handed batter. Across the plate, got him for the strike, 0-1. Just getting underway here in the top of the fourth. Beard kicks up the right leg, left-handed pitch. This one a little too low on the inside. That one close to the ankles to even us up at a ball and a strike. It's always a good time out here at the Don. You can get your tickets at GoBearkats.com. Bring the family. Come out and enjoy some college baseball. Here's the 1-1. This one over to third. Mckenzie throwing plenty of time over to Wishkowski. Good field work out there, and we're 1 away. Mckenzie had a dart of a throw over to first. Wishkowski just stood tall like the Statue of Liberty, hauled that one down.
Right fielder number 23, Freddie.
Go fifth in the order, the right fielder. It's Freddie Rojas Jr. 1 for 1 today. Had that RBI single back in the first. Here's the first pitch, little left-to-left action. This one over to left field. Contreras runs up to it, right hand makes the grab, and we're 2 away. With the left-handed pitch to the left-handed batter to the left fielder, Carlos Contreras. So quick 2 up, 2 down. And that will bring up 6 in the order, the first baseman, Jacob Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 today, batting .333 on the season. 3 home runs, 16 ribeyes for the right-handed batter. The left-handed pitching of Stephen Beard. He'll kick up that right leg. Here's the pitch. Dropped in the zone for a strike. Beautiful off-speed, 68 miles an hour, and that one just dropped right in at the last moment. Here's the next pitch. This one close to the inside to even us up. Sam Houston will get a break from the watcher this series. Here's a swing and a miss to bring it 1-2. A little 76-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. So the Bearkats will be at Houston on April the 5th. Then they'll get back into WAC play, 3-game series at Abilene Christian coming up next weekend. Here's the 1-2. Low does it to even us up at 2s across the board. Of course, still a lot of baseball left this season. Here's Beard's 2-2 pitch. To the inside. Boy, he thought maybe that one was in there. He started to take a little run off the mound. But instead, it's a full count. Sanchez, 3-2. Here is that pitch. Pulled back, got him swinging. Oh, no, wait a minute. They checked back down. He's going to reach on a walk here, I believe. Nope, he got out of the catcher's glove, and they had to throw it over to first. That's what happened. So it was a strike swinging, but it was dropped in the throw over to first, and that will do it. So 3 up, 3 down kind of inning for Sam Houston. Taking care of business again, and we'll go through 3.5. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Bearkats back at bat, leading 4-2. We'll be back from the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
COVID-19 rapid testing is available at Express Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms needed. So now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Limited shots are left. Not sure which test is right for you? Express Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments needed. Walk-ins only. Express Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Clip.
From the Don Sanders Stadium, Texas, it's Bearkat baseball leading RGV Game 2 of this three-game series. Sam Houston has a 4-2 advantage in this one after dropping a tough one last night, 10-4 in the series opener. These teams meeting for the first time in this series since 2008. Sam Houston trying to even it up here today. We'll start here for the Bearkats in the bottom of this fourth order, at the bottom of the order, actually for you. And to get things going here, it is 8, 9, and 1. So Walker Yannick followed by Anthony Mckenzie at the bottom, and then Lane Brewster back at top. First pitch was a strike. Here's the 0-1. Pulled back on that one, and it's across as well. And an early 0-2 count here on Walker Yannick. Remember, his last at-bat was back in that second. He had the 2-run right field. Here's the third pitch on the way. This one, chop foul. Just went foul a few feet to the left of that third base bag. Keeps his at-bat going here. 0-2, no outs, just underway in the bottom of the fourth. Davis taking his time, left leg up. Here's the pitch. This one to the inside. Boy, good eye bite right there by Walker Yannick on that fastball that came across at 87 miles an hour. Hey, wanted to give a quick shout out back at our flagship to Steve Ricks, who is helping produce this game. He has been working his tail off with the launch of a new station from HEH Communications as 104.9 and 94.1, now known as The Lake. 94.1 Lake Conroe, 104.9 Huntsville. So appreciate you, Steve. Here's the 2-2. Out of the outside, we got a full count at 3-2 on Walker Yannick. The windup delivery on the way. This one hard hit found to the net. Yannick really battling here. If he fell down 0-2 early, now still at that 3-2 count. Picked up his second home run of the season, as I mentioned earlier. Back in the second, it was that 2-run homer over to right. Shun sign glistening off the back of his black helmet. Here's a left pitch to the right. Batter, that one hit him. He'll reach on a walk. It's a 3-2 anyways. I'm sure you'd rather reach on a walk, but that one will just hit him, so he'll reach there on a hit by a pitch. The tattoo shop's now open for Sam Houston. Mckenzie, ninth in the order. So he reached on a walk back in the second. Eventually was out for the second out. Brian Sturgis, the catcher, ran up to the mound, had a quick discussion here with Colton Davis. Boy, he ran up to the mound pretty quick. He is just walking back slowly. That young man, hope he's okay down there. He's taking his time, heading back over, having a quick chat with the home plate umpire. I mean, he ran up to the mound and then walked back pretty slow. He's having a discussion there with that home plate umpire. And now looks like everything's okay, so he'll get set back down in the catcher's box. Jet Minton is that home plate umpire. First base umpire this afternoon is Ned Davenport, then Matt Martinez over at second. Here's a little swing over to first, and the tag unassisted. Mckenzie, that one popped around, so he is out over at first. But Yannick in scoring position now at second. So that'll take us back to the top of the order. It's Lane Brewster, his third at-bat of this afternoon. For two. Did reach on a fielder's choice back in the second. Eventually came around and scored. Again, Sam Houston with a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. They're trying to add some runs to that lead. Two's not really enough against this talented RGV team. Davis getting set. Here's the right-handed pitch to the left-handed batter. That one too low for the ball. To get things going here for Lane Brewster. Just one out for Sam Houston. Again with Yannick in scoring position. Here's the next pitch. This one popped up over to left. And Pimentel trying to get under it. Makes the right-handed grab, and a runner will have to stay over at second. So now we're 2 away. Take a second in the order. The center fielder, Clayton Chadwick.
Center fielder number 12.
Left-handed batter again here, Chadwick, who is 1 for 1 today. He reached on a walk left, stranded back at second in the first on a payoff pitch is where he reached on that walk, by the way. And then had the double back in the second. It's part of those 4 runs that were scored in that inning, where that score sits 4-2 right now here in the bottom of the 4th. This one over to right. And rounding over to third, trying to make his way home in plenty of time. It's an RBI single. And there's a little bit of insurance that we talked about just moments ago being added to the board. Chadwick with the RBI single, bringing in Yannick. Great job there by the Bearkats to find another run here in the bottom of the 4th, all happening again in 2-out territory.
First baseman number 5, Wojtkowski.
And that will bring up third in the order the first baseman, who is 2 for 2 this afternoon, Justin Wojtkowski. Batting .416 on the season. Here's the pitch, a tough swing and a miss here to get things going. With Sam Houston trying to find a little payback after that 10-4 loss last night here to open up this series. So far with 6 hits in this ball game. Here's the next pitch. Runner's going to take off, trying to steal over to second. Sliding, diving, and he's there in time. Stolen for Clayton Chadwick. That ball did pop around out there on the second baseman, but I think Chadwick was there regardless, even if he would have tagged. So the stolen base for Clayton Chadwick, as he steals over to second. 2 outs we are. He's in scoring position now. Wojtkowski in a 1-1 count. That last pitch was a ball to him. Davis will look over his right shoulder. Here's the pitch. This one hit over to left. And flying easy does it there for Pimentel for the 3rd and final out. But the Bearkats get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and leave 1 on base. One more tally mark added to the board. Sam Houston leads 5-2 as we're moving along. Top of the 5th coming up in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Join the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. For only $35 a year, your membership helps provide scholarship assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, tickets, and much more. Connect pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Join today.
Back at it, friends, here from the Don Sanders Stadium. Sam Houston leads 5-2, but it's RGV at bat as we're moments away from getting things going here in the top of the 5th inning. Again, thanks for joining us from Van Wagner on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. I'm Rob Hipp. Beautiful afternoon. It's underway here. No better way to spend it than here at the Diamond. A lot of families out here tonight. Plenty of sunshine. It is a wonderful day to be outside as we'll get started here for RGV in the heart of the order. Actually, the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9. This one hit over to right, so that's a leadoff single for Kane. So he hit that one just in front of the 330 marker in the corner. So leadoff single again as we go 7, 8, and 9 for the center fielder, Brett Kane. RGV again trailing 5-2 here.
Second baseman, number 1.
And that'll take us to 8th in the order, the second baseman, DeAndre Shelton. He's 0 for 1. Pop one up over to first for the second out, back in the second. Right-handed batter from the left-handed pitching of Stephen Beard. Beard keeping an eye over at first. Here's the pitch. Looked like it dropped in. May have been a little bit high for the ball. 1-0 here. Early count for Shelton. We'll toss his Beard over to Wishkowski. We've seen that a few times tonight. Kane hopping back on the bag. Looks like the wind has pretty much died down again. We've seen little gusts of wind come in and out of here, the ballpark, so far today. Nothing like we've seen in previous games, though. Here's another one. Swing and a miss. Well, 74-mile-an-hour curveball got him to bite. He was hungry but couldn't connect. 1-1. DeAndre Shelton. Here's the next pitch. Trying to place bunt. This one down. Pitch will throw over to first, and that is an out. Runner will advance, though, over to second is Kane. So Shelton is out there. Stephen Beard was able to track it down, threw it over to Wishkowski for the first out. Brings up bottom of the order the shortstop, Isaac Lopez.
Shortstop, number 12,
Isaac Lopez 1 for 1 today. Singled back in the third, stranded at second in that inning. Home run, 4 RBIs on the season, batting .304. Holds that bat pretty much perpendicular alongside his head. First pitch on the way in the zone, 82-mile-an-hour strike. 0-1 count here on Lopez. Well, Karen Kegel, Ivacek joining us in the booth. Also our good friend and Sam Houston alum, BJ McMichael. Good to see you this Saturday, my friend. He's enjoying anniversary with his wife, Holly, in the Texas Hill Country. Happy anniversary to you and Holly. Here's the 0-1. This one, hard hit foul. Go just inside the RGV bullpen. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here on Isaac Lopez. Also a special hello to Jesse Ferguson and Donna Harp. Hello to all of you and happy Saturday. Thanks for joining us in the booth here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High up for a ball. That'll even us at 2-2. And we're here in the top of the 5th. 1 out, RBG. Trailing Sam Houston 5-2. They've got a runner in scoring position, though, over at second. Here's the next pitch. This one, chop foul off the third base line. That'll keep the count at 2-2 here on Isaac Lopez. Here's the pitch. This one popped up over in the triangle to right. Making the grab is Lane Brewster. No opportunity there for Kane to run over to third. And we are 2 outs after that pop-up. That'll take us back to the top designated hitter, Cameron Blake. Blake 0 for 1 here today. His last at bat reached on a walk and then was out part of that double play back in the third.
Number 20, Cameron Blake.
Miles Jefferson last night kept his streak going after the hit. He, coming into the series, had reached base in 15 straight games. I know that Sam Houston not at bat right now, but coming into this game, he had done it 15 straight. Or coming into the series, he did it last night, and he's done it today. So 17 games in a row that he has reached on the base. I mean, he is just having a phenomenal season. First pitch to Cameron Blake out of his reach is a ball. 1-0 count here as we go back to the top for the Vaqueros in 2-out territory. Next one, swung around and missed. 1-1. These teams have played quite a bit. Coming in 36 and 36 all time. They were evened up. The series dates back to 1963. But as we mentioned earlier, they hadn't played each other since 2008. These two programs, they met in the NAIA Texas Championships back in 64 and 65. Sam Houston swept the best-of-3 series in 64 and 3-1 in 1965. So there is some history between these two programs. RGV has struggled, though, on the road here since 1971. Up until last night, they're 8-14. Runner going to try to steal over to third. And he is safe just in the nick of time there as Brett Kane was able to steal to third. Two balls and a strike on Cameron. Blake going to try to bring him in. A hit would score. Here is the pitch to the left-handed batter. This one flopped over, grounded to second. The throw to first in time, and that will do it. As Easton Lloyd threw it over to Wischkowski for the third and final out in that inning. No runs on one hit, no errors, one left on. And just as quick as it goes, we are through 4.5, bottom of the fifth inning coming up. Sam Houston holding on to a 5-2 advantage. They'll try to extend it when we come back in 60 seconds. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU CAT.
Hey Huntsville sports fans, this is Rob Hipp for Hit Solutions. Hit Solutions faithfully serves our community in several ways. First, our real estate division. We assist you with finding that piece of property that brings you home. Second, Hit Solutions Player Development provides instruction for baseball and softball players. And third, Hit Solutions is a supporter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, helping to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Christ. Hit Solutions is ready to serve you. Visit us online at hittss.com.
Here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Thanks for joining us for Sam Houston baseball here this afternoon. Cats leading 5-2, and they will start here in the heart of the order with a 4, 5, and 6. It's Carlos Contreras, Easton Lloyd, and Miles Jefferson. Contreras so far tonight 0 for 2. Came into the series and still leading the NCAA in RBIs, 5th in the league in batting average. First pitch just inside that corner, painted it for a strike, 0-1 on that 89-mile-an-hour pitch. Contreras trying to get on. Here is the pitch on the way. This one took a hop over to Lopez at short. The throw to first in time, and Contreras is now 0 for 3. So a couple of pitches, one out we are. We'll go to fifth in the order. The second baseman, Easton Lloyd, who's also 0 for 2. This heart of the order, only one hit. And getting on base is Miles Jefferson. So Easton Lloyd 0 for 2. He's due. Left-handed batter here again for Sam Houston. First pitch on the way to him. Drop to the outside and low for the ball. 1-0 early count here to get things going for Easton Lloyd. Next pitch by Davis. This one swung on late, and boy, just lined that one right to the right of the Vaqueros dugout. For the strike, we'll even it up across the board. Big hello to Debbie Furtado also joining us in the booth here this afternoon. Good to see you, Debbie. Here's the 1-1. This one slapped over. That is a base hit and more as it went right off that first base line. He'll round first over to second standing up. And it is a stand-up double for Easton Lloyd. How about that? Well, a lot of times when we say you're 0 for 2, you're due, and Easton Lloyd was, and now he's in scoring position over at second. Beautiful hit. That ball just hugged that first base line as it rolled out there. And Easton Lloyd able to find that second base bag. Will go sixth in the order. The shortstop, Miles Jefferson. He is 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the second, then was out for the first out. Also popped one up over to center for the second out, back in that out. This one, pop away here on a wild pitch will advance the runner Lloyd over to third. Jefferson looked at it for the ball, 1-0 count. So again, Easton Lloyd now over at second, or at third. There's one out here for the Bearkats, leading 5-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Lloyd over there on that wild pitch to third. Jefferson, 1-0 count. He's already kept his streak of getting on alive. 17 games. Here's the next one. This one will just go foul as it took a hop on that third base side, rolled and finally hit the diagonal wall in foul territory to even us up at 1-1. Davis staring him down here, has his glove, that left hand tucked under, now getting set. Here's the pitch on the way. Drop in the zone for a strike, 87 mile an hour. And the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes on 1 out on Miles Jefferson. Remind you, too, if you head out to the ballpark, you can always bring your radio, enjoy our coverage here locally on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. Here's the 1-2. That pitch to the outside to even us back up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You can get on the signal, 101.7 on the flagship KSAM radio. Make sure to bring your radios out and enjoy the ball game. Davis 2-2 pitch. That one too low. Gets away on a wild pitch, and coming in and scoring is Easton Lloyd. That one kind of took a bounce in the dirt. We'll see if it was a wild pitch or a pass ball, but in any case, that is the 6th run on the board now for Sam Houston. It is a wild pitch. Lloyd coming in and scoring. So he got over to second on that stand-up double just a little bit earlier. Then the wild pitch advanced him over to third, and another wild pitch brings him home. Count full here for Jefferson at 3-2. Here's the pitch. This one chopped over to third base. Ramirez the throw, and oh, man, was he able to beat that one out. Wow. I thought for a moment Ramirez may have got that Sanchez, but no. They say that Jefferson was able just to beat it out. So it's a 1-out single for Jefferson. And the Bearkats looking good. Way 3 runs scored by him. They've had a pretty good afternoon. Repka reaching on a fielder's choice event. Walker Yannick 2-run homer back in the second. Then he grounded one over to second for the third and final out back in the third. They may be having a discussion here. The umpires were kind of checking things over for just a brief moment as head coach Matlock from the Vaqueros had a quick chat. Didn't change anything. Jefferson is out there at first. So again, here's Luke Repka. Repka, the designated hitter. Little toss over. Your Bermuda Triangle of baseball players that we call them. Repka out of the Woodlands. Just about 35 minutes away from Huntsville at College Park High School. He's a junior, 5'11", 200 pound. Enjoying his time as a Bearkat. Another little toss over to first from Davis to Sanchez. Just trying to catch Jefferson off guard. Both times he was able to dive back in plenty of time. Runner going to take off here. It's a swing and a miss and a strike, and it is out. Oh, man. So Jefferson is out stealing. Caught stealing there for the second out. And Rep in an 0-1 count as he swung on that. That's tough for Jefferson because earlier after able to beat it out just barely and got on with a single, now caught stealing for that second out. That'll clear the Base pass for Sam Houston, 2 away. Next pitch, just on the corner there. 84-mile-an-hour strike came across, 0-2 on Repka. Repka, left-handed batter here for Sam Houston. Here's the pitch on the way to him. He'll pop this one up, goes over our head in the press box, and the at-bat continues here for Repka. Getting that outfield playing up close to the wall here, across from left to right. Here's the 0-2 pitch. To the outside, good eye. Sally Hosey joining us as always. Sally, good to see you. I know you and Robert were at the game last night. Glad y'all could make it out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for the third and final out. And by the way, I believe that is the first strikeout by Colton Davis. So Sam Houston scoring 1 run. They get that 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on. And that will do it here. 5 innings. We'll go top of the 6th coming up when we come back. Stay with us, friends, from Ben Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Join the Sam Houston State Association. For only $30 a year, your membership helps provide scholarship assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, car rentals, event tickets, and much more. Connect with your Bearkat pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Join today.
Welcome back, friends, as we get underway here. Top of the coming up. Sam Houston leads 6-2. Stephen Beard will remain on the mound for Sam Houston. He has pitched 65 tonight through 5 innings, allowing just 2 runs on 4 hits. Both those runs were earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 3. He's having a great night tonight on the mound. Again, it's Stephen Beard continuing here for Sam Houston. And leading off, we'll go 2, 3, and 4 in that batting order for UTRGV. Diego Ramirez, Brandon Pimentel, and Brian Sturgis. Ramirez 0 for 1. It was hit by a pitch. Came around and scored that first one back in the... And then he popped one up. You'll remember the catcher back in the 3rd inning. Yannick had to track that one down halfway between home plate and the backstop, as he had a pretty nice grab out there for the first out back in the 3rd. First pitch to the outside. 1-0 count here on Diego Ramirez. Here's the next pitch to the junior, just out of his reach. On that outside, 2-0. A couple of pitches getting away here from Beard. Holding a glove to his face, now getting set, kicks up the leg. Left-handed pitch, swung on, fouled into the net, 2-1. Robert Hosey joining us as well. Just said hello to Sally. Hello to you, Robert. Good to see you, man. Got another game coming up tomorrow at 1 p.m. You can get your tickets at GoBearkats.com. Come out to the Don for a little Sunday baseball tomorrow. Here's the 2-1. Swung on again. This one will pop foul as it sails over to Bowers Boulevard. Will even us up at 2-2. Beard taking some time. Shakes his head yes. Now the delivery. Swing, had to reach out to keep alive, and it's a foul ball off the first baseline. Bounces into the wall. Count remains 2-2 here on Diego Ramirez. This young man had a career high tying 2 walks versus Houston Baptist earlier this season. Out of El Paso, Texas. Here's the next pitch. Way to the outside to bring us to a full count. Next one on the way. This to center. Chadwick making the run. The grab. Did he get there? No. Boy, give him credit, though. It was a heck of an effort out there by Chadwick. He made a great dive out there on the S of the SH logo at center field, but just popped out of his reach. But that effort will only keep Ramirez at bay over at first.
The left fielder, number 18, Brandon Pimentel.
It was a tough single for Ramirez, but he got there. Here's the first. Pimentel. That one in the zone for a strike. Just got in there on that corner. 0-1 on Pimentel. He's 1 for 2 this afternoon. Good hitter, 400 on the season. Swing and a miss here to bring it to 0-2. Got him on that little 74-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Rick Baining also joining us. Kane and Rick Baining here in the Huntsville area. Good to see you, Rick, and good to hear from you. Saw them last night at a community event put on by the Rotary Club called Wine Quest. Had a lot of folks in this area attend that. Good fundraiser event. Here's the 0-2. That one is a base hit over to left field. So it'll take a roll over to Contreras and runners on 1 and 2. So it's back-to-back hits now here for RGV, trying to make things interesting. They're trailing 6-2 in the top of the 6th inning. Brings up fourth in the order, Brian Sturgis. So a couple of back-to-back hits here. Runners on 1 and 2. No outs in the top of the 6th, by the way. RGV's finally starting to find some hits here. They've got 6 in this ball game. Sam Houston has 8. Again, leading 6-2. Cats have left 4 on. They could 4. This pitch a little bit too high for Sturgis. 1 ball, no strikes. No outs. We are in the top of the 6th. Things have been moving pretty quickly. You're going to have a discussion here. We may have a pitching change. I'm not sure yet. Maybe just a discussion. There is activity, though, over in the Bearkat bullpen. Head coach Jay Sirianni makes his way to the mound now to talk things over with Stephen Beard. And from our vantage point, of course, you know that listen to the radio broadcast. You can see the Bearkat bullpen over there. It's just kind of hard to see what exactly is going on because you got a tree right in the middle of it. This looks like it just will be a mound discussion. No change out there. Colton Atkinson is who I see kind of getting some warm-up, at least from my vantage point. But Beard will remain on after the quick discussion. Sturgis, runners on 1 and 2 for RGV, trailing 6-2 here in the top of the 6th. Beard keeping an eye on second base, looks over his shoulder. Here's the left-handed pitch on the way, swing and a miss, 1-1. Another beautiful off-speed pitch at 75 miles an hour. Got him to bite, couldn't connect, 1-1 count. Beard taking his time here. 25 pitches in this ball game. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss here to bring it to 0-2. Cats still trying to get that first out here also in the top of this 6th inning. Got underway at 3 o'clock. Almost an hour and a half into this one here so far this afternoon. One ball, 2 strike pitch on the way. This one over to left. Contreras trying to track it down here. This one's going a little deep. Contreras almost able to make the grab. Couldn't hold on to it. And a runner going to come in and score here. And that is an RBI double. Man, Contreras had a heck of a leap, though. He was right at the WAC logo there at the wall at 330. Went up in the air. It stuck in his glove for a moment, and then it popped out. So 1 run will come in and score here. That is Ramirez.
Right fielder, number 23, Freddie Rojas.
And so Pimentel over at third, and Sturgis with the RBI double over to second. It's 6-3. RGV trailing here. No outs. First pitch to the outside on Rojas. That is your tying run at home plate right now. Here's the pitch. This time it drops in the zone for the strike to even us at 1-1. Freddie Jr. 1 for 2 today. And the RBI go back in the first. And then popped one up over to left for the second out in the fourth. Here's the next pitch. This time too far to the outside. 2 balls and a strike. No outs. Quite a few RGV fans making their way up too. That is not a quick drive. It takes several hours. Time swinging have been counted 2-2. Good pitch. Another one of those off speeds at 75 miles an hour. We've seen that come out of Beard here quite a bit, and it's been effective. Rojas, the graduate out of Brooklyn, New York. 6'3", 200. Left-handed batter. Trying to bring around some more runs here for his team. He's got 4 home runs this season. Got to be careful about that. He'll pop this one up. Foul way off that third base line. It'll bounce on top of the, well, just to the side of the training facility. Actually, just to the left of the stands, right in between that area. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, no outs. Runners on 2 and 3 for RGV. Pimentel over at third. Sturgis at second. It was Sturgis just moments ago on that RBI double that put the third mark on the board. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one over to right, lining it, trying to track back, makes the grab. Brewster has it. It's going to probably bring in 1 run, but boy, what a grab out there by Brewster. He kind of slipped on that turf over in right, able to regain his composure, then makes the grab. That could have been 2 coming in. That'll preserve just 1 run, 6-4 the score now, but we're 1 away. Pimentel coming in and scoring.
Number 19, Jacob Sanchez.
And that sacrifice fly by Rojas Jr. over there to right field for the first out. Sturgis advances over to third, brings up 6 in the order, Jacob Sanchez, the first baseman. Foul tip this one. One here to get things going. No balls and a strike. 1 away we are here in the top of the 6th. RGV finding 2 more runs here in the 6th. They hadn't scored since those first 2 runs back in the first inning to get this ball game underway. Sanchez 0 for 2 today. 3 home runs on the season, 16 RBIs. He's batting .329. Here's the pitch from Beard. This one goes low here. Yannick able to get behind it as it kind of rolled away from him. One ball and 2 strikes here on Sanchez. Here's the 1-2. This one chopped over to third and actually parlayed to short. The throw to first is in time, and we're 2 away. Another run does come in and score, though, and that is Sturgis coming in.
Center fielder number 26, Brett Kane.
6-5 as RGV taking advantage of the efforts out here. The base paths are cleared. This one hard hit foul off that first base side as we go down to Brett Kane, 7, 8, 9 in the order. We'll start at the bottom of that order. Brett Kane, 2 outs we are. 0-1 early count here on Brett Kane. Here's the pitch. Second one to him. To the outside to even us up at 1-1. This one plopped over. Base hit to the right field as that one grounded over there. Took a roll. And a single for Brett Kane. So a 2-out single puts him on first.
Second baseman, number DeAndre Shelton.
Bring up DeAndre Shelton. Across there for a strike, 0-1. A little 68-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Shelton, by the way, 0 for 2 today. RGV within a run now. They put up 3, trailing 6-5 here in the top of the 6th. Next pitch on the way. Hits this one over. That's a base hit on that third base. This one over the reach of Mckenzie. And runner here will stay at 3. So Shelton, stand-up double out there. And that will put Kane over at 3rd. And boy, RGV is really starting to find their rhythm here. And I'm wondering if that's going to do it for Stephen Beard. I think it is. The infield coming in, and we're going to have a pitching change here. So Beard was closing in on 100 pitches. That'll do it for him. We'll have the new pitcher and that information for you when we come back. We'll take a minute and a half. We'll be back here in just a moment. Stay with us from Van Wagner. The network.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
On the field or just on the go, UT Physicians Orthopedics is with you during life's unexpected stumbles. We offer comprehensive treatment options, on-site imaging, and personalized care, with locations across the greater Houston area close to home. Visit utphysicians.com or call 888-4UT-DOCS to schedule an appointment today. Better healthcare starts with you. UT Physicians.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
Back at it, friends. New pitcher on the mound now for Sam Houston is Colton Atkinson, the 6'1", 195-pound right-handed pitcher. The sophomore out of Porter High School. Again, now getting those warm-up pitches on the mound as he will come in relief for Stephen Beard. We'll have Stephen Beard's numbers in a minute. For Atkinson, he has pitched 6 innings this season, 7 strikeouts. And actually, let me take that back. He has pitched 17 2/3 innings, allowing 9 runs on 21 hits. 8 of those runs were earned. He has walked 9, struck out 22. That'll put him at a 4.08 ERA. And he is facing Isaac. The numbers here in a moment for Stephen Beard. He is responsible for those runners on 2 and 3. Here's the first pitch on the way. The fastball across the plate for a strike at 88 miles an hour. It's 0-1. Beard finishes up 5 2/3 innings, and as it stands right now, those 5 runs on 9 hits, all 5 runs were earned. He struck out 3 and walked 1 in 94 pitches. 0-1 to Lopez. Pitch on the way. Too close to the inside to even us up at 1-1. Atkinson last saw action back on March the 29th at Victory State, where he pitched 2 innings. Here's the next one on the way. This time across the plate, 89-mile-an-hour heater to bring it to a 1-2 count. And trying to keep this one from getting tied up here. We're 2 outs. Sam Houston leading RGV 6-5, but runners on 2nd and 3rd for the Vaqueros. Here's the next pitch. This one chopped over to short. Jefferson, the toss, and plenty of time to Wishkowski, and that will do it and preserve any of those other runners coming in to tie this ball game. Instead, it's 6-5 as they're through 5.5, bottom of the 6th coming up. After RGV puts up 3 runs, they're closing in. We'll see if Sam Houston can find some in the 6th when we come back. And from Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
COVID-19 rapid testing is available at Express Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms needed. So now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Limited shots are left. Not sure which test is right for you? Express Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments needed. Walk-ins only. Express Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Express Urgent Care next to Sport Clips in Huntsville.
Hey Huntsville sports fans, this is Rob Hipp for Hit Solutions. Hit Solutions faithfully serves our community in several ways. First, we assist you with finding that piece of property that brings you home. Second, it's player development, provides instruction for baseball and softball players. And third, Hit Solutions is a supporter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, helping to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Christ. Hit Solutions is ready to serve you. Visit us online at hittss.com.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here, joining you from the Don Sanders Stadium in beautiful Huntsville, Texas, on the campus of Sam Houston State University. We're the TV 6-5 as we get underway here in the bottom of the sixth. And leading off for Sam Houston, we'll go the bottom 8, 9, and 1, starting with Walker Yannick, who has had a great night scoring on both of his at-bats. Had that 2-run homer back in the second. Then was hit by a pitch in the fourth and eventually coming around and scoring off the Chadwick RBI. Here's the first pitch to him on the ways to the inside for a ball. 1-0 early count to get things going here in the bottom of the sixth for Walker Yannick. Quickly in rhythm, Davis pitch swung on. This one hard out. It'll go into the berm. A couple of kiddos out there this afternoon. Got to pay attention, and they did. The count now evened up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. The right hand of Davis. Curveball to the outside, 89 miles an hour to even us up, or actually to take a 2-1 count now. Walker Yannick, 2 balls and a strike. At it on the next. This one just goes foul. I'm talking maybe a foot off that third base line. Keeps the at-bat going here, 2-2 for Yannick. No outs as we get underway here in the bottom of the sixth. Sam Houston leading UTRGV in game 2 of this 3-game series, 6-5. Next game, the final game of the series tomorrow, right back here at the Don, 1 p.m. I believe the Student Radio 90.5 will have. Yannick stepping back into that left or right-handed batter's box. Here's the 2-2 no-out pitch. Foul tip into the net. Now the at-bat stays alive for Yannick. Again, Sam Houston 15-11 overall. 6-4 in the WAC. They're 11-4 here at home at the Don this season, where they always have a lot of success, trying to avoid going to here in this series, though, at home. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Boy, drop in low to take us to a full count. Cats are 28th in the NCAA in their batting average. Trying to improve those numbers here today. They've got 7 hits. They led that hit category throughout this ballgame until that previous inning by RGV, where they put up 5 hits back in the 6th. Scored 3 runs on those 5 hits. Of course, coming off of a 17-hit performance last night. Sam Houston trying to keep that at bay, find some separation. Here's the next pitch. The at-bat continues to stay alive. The last 2 pitches, both of them goes strike. That one into the berm. There's actually a baseball resting on top of the net just as I look up to my right side on the press box. 3-2 count here on Yannick. It's been to a full count before, got hit by a pitch. The next one on the way. This one, he'll find a base hit there as he goes up right. Little grounder up right field. And again on a payoff pitch, he's finding the base. Yannick has now been on 3 times, all of his at-bats here this afternoon. That'll take us down to 9th in the order, the third baseman, Anthony Mckenzie. Mckenzie is 0 for 1, reached on a walk, and then was out back in the second inning. Also tagged out for the first out back in the fourth over at first base. Here's the first pitch to him. That one across the zone for a strike. Mckenzie kind of pulled back on his at-bat, but that ball had already came across. 0-1 here on Mckenzie to get things going for his at-bat. Number 6, Bearkats lead, single run 6-5. Here's Davis's pitch. This one, hard hit, goes foul, way off the third base line. Defense still in their set position, no real shift here. That outfield standing out there pretty far. 0-2 Mckenzie, no outs. Sam Houston does have the runner, Yannick over there, who singled just moments ago. Davis taking some time now on the mound. Now the pitch. This one over to center. We'll see where this one lands. Kane going to try to run up to it. He makes the grab. And Yannick will have to run back over to first. He'll jog his way back to first. He was about halfway down the base path. And we're 1 away after Mckenzie pops that one over to center. Go back to the top here, Lane Brewster. 0 for 3, it's time to be for Brewster. He did reach on a fielder's choice back in the second and came around and scored in that inning. Other than that, his first at-bat, back in the first, of course, where he popped one up on a 3-2 pitch over to left field. Also did it back over to left field for the second out in the fourth. A 1-0 count. We'll see if he can get things rocking and rolling here. Here's the first pitch to him. Now an 82-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch for a strike. Early count 0-1. Davis thrown over to first, threw a dart over there. Sanchez grabbed it. Diving back was Yannick to touch the bag and remain safe. Mentioned earlier how Stephen Beard went through 94 pitches. Well, tell you what, Davis is getting close to that number himself. He may already be there. Next pitch, just to the outside, even us up at 1-1. There is some activity over in the RGV bullpen. Kind of hard to see who there is activity. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away here on Lane Brewster. Sam Houston has Yannick over at first. Here's the pitch on the way. This one foul tip into the net behind him. Count it 1-2. I want to remind you, you can get your tickets for tomorrow's game at 1 o'clock, the third and final game of this series. You can get those online at GoBearkats.com. Again, it's GoBearkats.com. Bring the family out. If you go to church, go to early service, come out here right after service and enjoy a family-friendly afternoon of baseball to finish up your weekend. Always a lot of fun here at the Don. This game also made possible in part this afternoon by our good friends at HEB. No store does more than my HEB. Here's Bruce, the pitch on the way to Brewster. And this one hit into the wall off the third base line. Foul. The at-bat stays alive on a 1-2 count. This game was moving along pretty quickly, but after that previous inning, things slowing down a little bit here. Davis starting to show a little signs of fatigue. This one will go over to left. How about that hit? Just went right over Lopez's head. It's short. And a single there for Lane Brewster. It's a 1-out single. We'll put him over at first. Yannick over at second. And the Bearkats trying to find some separation here in the bottom of the 6th, holding on to that 1-run advantage 6-5. They had no runs in the first, 4 back in the second. And then put up the O again in the third, and then it was one run apiece in the fourth and the fifth. And that will take us to second in the order, the center fielder, Clayton Chadwick. So Brewster singling there into left center field. Yannick advancing over to second. Now it's going to be up to Clayton Chadwick. Just one out here for the Bearkats in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch on the way. This one over to right, going down deep. We'll see if Rojas is there. This one is just off the wall. It was almost gone at 375. That will score at least one. Here it comes two. And how about that? It is a stand-up, two-run RBI double for the Bearkats. Yannick coming in and scoring. Brewster comes in and scores. Chadwick standing up. With a 2 RBI double, those stakes are cooking here in Huntsville, Texas this afternoon. Well, we talk about the separates needed in getting those 2 runs now, taking a 3-run advantage, 8-5 here in the bottom of the sixth. Wishkowski will chop this one over. Maybe an error down there. Yes, it is. As the shortstop, who was that? It was actually Diego Ramirez. That ball kind of fumbled around in his hand, and that allowed Wishkowski to get over there to first, and Chadwick now over at third. And that's the first error that we've seen of this ball game. It's going to happened by RGV. So Cats looking very strong now here. Runners on the corners, leading 8-5. One out we are here in the bottom of the sixth where they put up 2 runs. And Carlos Contreras, he's 0 for 3. We always say when you're 0 for 3. So Wishkowski will reach over to first on that error by the third baseman. Chadwick advancing over to third. And that'll bring up Carlos Contreras. 0 for 3. It's time to be for the left-handed batter. The Bearkats leading 8-5 here in the bottom of the sixth. Contreras leading the NCAA in RBIs. A little bit of time here as there's going to be a discussion. Derek Matlock making his way over to the mound now, the head coach for the Vaqueros, and I'm wondering if they're going to go ahead and pull Davis. I didn't see anything from an umpire, though, to that bullpen. Yep, there's the signal. So they will have a pitching change. We'll have that for you when we come back. We'll take 90 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. And that will do it for Colton Davis. Stay with us from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
On the field or just on the go, UT Physicians Orthopedics is with you during life's unexpected stumbles. We offer comprehensive treatment options, on-site imaging, and personalized care. With locations in the Houston area, you can find home. Visit utphysicians.com or call 888-4UT-DOCS to schedule an appointment today. Better healthcare starts with you. UT Physicians.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans, this is Rob Hipp for Hit Solutions. Hit Solutions faithfully serve. First, our real estate division. We assist you with finding that piece of property that brings you home. Second, Hit Solutions Player Development provides instruction for baseball and softball players. And third, Hit Solutions is a supporter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, helping to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Christ. Hit Solutions is ready to serve you. Visit us online at HITTSS.com.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp here live from Don Sanders Stadium. Got a new pitcher on the mound now for UTRGV. It is the 6', 200-pound left-handed pitcher, again, for RGV out of Austin, Texas. He's a junior. Diego Escobedo. 7 2/3 innings, allowing 13 runs on 17 hits this season, a 12.91 ERA. He's 0-1. 11 of those 13 runs were earned. He has walked one, struck out 8. And again on the mound here, came out of Brentwood Christian High School. He's a team captain as a senior there. Had a scoreless inning at Tarleton back on March the 18th. Struck out a career-high 4 in 2 2/3 scoreless innings versus Abilene Christian back on March the 12th. So again, it is Escobedo on the mound here now for RGV. We'll have the final numbers in a moment for Colton Davis. Again, he is responsible for the runners on 1 and 3. This one will hit over to second, looking for the double play, and yes, it is. So the double play will do it on a 1 pitch here. So that will do it in this inning. Bearkats get 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 runners and 1 error. And that will do it for 6 innings. Sam Houston finds separation here in the 6th. We'll go to the top of the 7th. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
COVID-19 rapid testing is available at Express Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms needed. So now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Limited shots are left. Not sure which test is right for you? Express Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments needed. Walk-ins only. Express Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sport Clips in Huntsville.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then the rest to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
I got it, friends. Getting things underway here in the top of the 7th inning. Sam Houston leads the Vaqueros of RGV 8-5. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. And just previously in that inning, back on the batting side for Sam Houston, picking up 2 more runs. We told you about they needed the separation. Those 2 runs, now 8 of the defense here to continue things. Clayton Chadwick, by the way, a career high in that inning with those 2 RBIs, now a total of 4 in the ball game. So that's a career high for him. He's had a good hot bat night here, bringing in runners for Sam Houston. We'll get things going here for UTRGV as we go back to the top of the order to lead off 1, 2, and 3. Cameron Blake, followed by Diego Ramirez, who's on deck, and then it is Brandon Pimentel. Here's Cameron Blake stepping in. He is here, the first pitch on the way. And actually, yeah, that pitch just out of his way. Here's the next one on the way here. Well, back on that, so 2 quick pitches out of the reach. The count 2-0 here on Cameron Blake. Here's the next pitch. This one in the zone for the strike. Out here on Cameron Blake. This one over to left center, and that's a leadoff single for Cameron Blake. Blake now 1 for 3 here this afternoon after that hit just moments ago. That'll take a second in the order, the third baseman, Diego Ramirez. Diego Ramirez 1 for 2 here today. His last at bat back in the 6th. Had the single, came around and scored. First pitch just got in the zone for a strike. A little 84-mile-an-hour pitch dropped in there for Colton Atkinson. 0-1 count. Atkinson with the sunshine to his face for the right-handed pitcher. This one swung on, hit over to center. And Chadwick able to make the grab out there for the first out. Take us third in the order, Brandon Pimentel. He's having a good night here for RGV, 2 for 3. Good hitter this season, 406, 9 home runs, 29 ribeyes cooked. Pimentel again third in the order. Had singles in both the first and the sixth and came around and scored in those innings as well. Was out on a double play, though, back in the second. Swing hard on this one off that third base line. Just goes foul. Into the corner. They're outside left field. Early count here on Pimentel is 0-1. One away we are here in the top of the seventh. Next pitch out of his reach to even us up at 1 ball and a strike. Pimentel, the 6'3", 210 junior out of El Paso. This one, though, he'll hit the field. Knock action gets him over to first base. And runners now on 1 and 2. A little one-out single there for Pimentel. And again, he continuing a good hitting afternoon. Coming in here already at 400, and he has his third hit of this afternoon.
Catcher number 15, Brian.
Take us fourth in the order, cleaning up the catcher, Brian Sturgis. Sturgis 1 for 3 today, batting .311, 3 homers, 21 RBIs on the season for Sturgis. Right-handed batter getting set in position, now stepping into the box. Sturgis 5'11", 210, is a graduate student here for the Vaqueros. Take the first pitch from Atkinson for a strike, dropped it in there. 88-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. Pimentel singling earlier. He's over at first. Blake advancing over to second. Vaqueros trailing 8-5. 1 outs here. Here's a swing. This one just out of the reach of Jefferson at short. That should come around and score at least 1, and it is an RBI single. So that brings in Cameron Blake to put the 6th run on the board for RGV, now trailing 8-6. Sturgis there over at first. Pimentel advancing to second. Every time Pimentel has had a hit in this ballgame, it's been a single. He's eventually came around and scored. So we hope to see that number kind of go away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 8-6. RGV trying to respond to those 2 innings that the Cats put up in the 6th. They've got one of those so far here in the top of the 7th. Again, trailing 8-6. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss to Freddie Rojas Jr. He's 1 for 2 here this afternoon. Left-handed batter took that one, swung at it, missed. A lot of time here. Atkinson getting right square in his face. Takes a glance. Here's the pitch. Corner strike. And it's 0-2 on Rojas Jr. Oh, 2, 1 away. Atkinson. Like he took a deep breath, takes a look. Here's the pitch. This one popped up foul off that third base line. The at-bat will stay alive here for old Rojas. Boy, I'm telling you, the tempo of this game, it was moving pretty quick through the first 4 innings or so. Things have started to slow down, but a lot of that thanks to the hitting. It's been another hot bat afternoon here for both of these teams. RGV already with 12 hits in this ball game, following up 17 on the series opener last night in their victory, 10-4. Cats have 11 hits in this game. Been able to score 8 runs on those 11 hits. Next pitch out of the way, 1-2 count here on Rojas. That was the first ball. Again, 1 out, runners on 1 and 2 for the Vaqueros. It's your lead run at home plate right now. Swung and a miss here for the second out. He didn't want to bite at it. It looked like he tried to pull away, but he was already in motion. That one came around. And a strike swinging. It's the first one for Colton Atkinson, who came in to relieve Stephen Beard, and we're 2 outs away.
Number 19, Jacob Sanchez.
Bring up 6 in the order. The first baseman, Jacob Sanchez. 0 for 3 today. That was part of that double play, the second out back in the 6th. Here's the first pitch to that right-handed batter. This ball getting away there on the catcher, and wild pitch advances runners to 2 and 3, or actually, over to 2 and 3 now. So Pimentel over at third and skint. 1 ball, no strikes to Sanchez. It was a passed ball down there. Yannick not able to get behind that one. Here's the 1-0 hard hit foul as that one just got away from the coach's box off that third base line. Coach had to do a little hop down there to make sure it avoided his feet. We'll even it up at 1 ball and a strike here on Sanchez. Here's the 1-1. Swing around and a miss on a 76-mile-an-hour off speed. Take us to 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. We are here in the bottom of the 7th. RGV trailing the Bearkats 8-6. They're at bat, though, with runners on 2 and 3. Lead runners at home plate right now. Atkinson. Here's his next pitch. This one. A little too far outside on that curveball to even us up at 2 apiece. UTRGV putting up a run just a few moments ago. Cameron Blake coming in on the Sturgis RBI single. Atkinson going to try to put him away here. It's a 2-2 count. Here's his pitch. This one, swing and foul tip, keeps the at-bat going for Sanchez. Once again, if you're out there listening, we'd love to hear from you. We've had a few messages come in this afternoon. We always love to try to get to those over the air. You can text us on that Bearkat Fan Text Line at 512-522-9105. Again, it's 512-522-9105 on the Bearkat Fan Text Line. Let us know where you're listening from. Even if you're a UTRGV fan, we always want you to feel welcome into these broadcasts as well. Also, if you're in the booth, leave a comment. We'll get to those as this game goes. Here's the 2-2. Not too much to the outside on the curveball at 85 miles an hour. Brings us to our good friend Nicky McRobert joining us in the booth now, all the way from Sydney, Australia. Good to see you, Nicky. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're at 5 o'clock in the afternoon here in East Texas. Here's the payoff on the way. This one swung around, but it got away from the catcher. And the runner, is he out? Yes, he is. Oh, man, what a play. He got away from Yannick, but he was able to make the throw over to first in time. And that will do it. So he preserves the runs coming in. Only 1 on the board there for RGV. Like 8-6, 6.5. It's the bottom of the 7th coming up. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Join the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association for only $35 a year, your membership assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, car rentals, event tickets, and much more. Connect with your Bearkat pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Join today.
101.7 KSAM is KSAM Huntsville, and you're listening to the Bearkat Sports Network.
All right, friends, welcome back here. Sam Houston Baseball on a beautiful Saturday afternoon evening, just a little after 5 o'clock. This one got underway at 3, so we're 2 hours, 9 minutes into it. Sam Houston leading 8-6, hosting UTRGV here in Game 2 of this 3-game series. The Vaqueros took Game 1 last night in a 10-4 victory. Sam Houston trying to respond and even things up here in this WAC play. And then one more game will happen tomorrow at 1 o'clock, right back here at the Don, third and final game of the series. You can come out to the Don. Get your tickets online at GoBearkats.com. Go Bearkats. That's with the K, of course. GoBearkats.com. Get things rocking and rolling here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sam Houston trying to find more separation. We'll get started with 5, 6, and 7. It is Easton to lead off here for the Cats. Easton Lloyd had that double back in the 5th, and then a couple of wild pitches. He came in and scored on those after back-to-back wild pitches. Easton Lloyd 1 for 3 here today. The left-handed batter, Diego Escobedo, on the mound. The pitch on the way. This one drops in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Easton Lloyd, the sophomore, here's the pitch to him. Pops this one up over to center, and making the grab there. Had to run a few feet over was Brett Kane. Has the grab on the second pitch for the first out to center. Take a 6 in the order, the shortstop, Miles Jefferson. Jefferson 2 for 3 today, singled in the 2nd and in the 5th. He was out back in that 2nd inning for the first out, and then he was also caught stealing for the 2nd out back in the 5th. Miles Jefferson entering into the series. I talked about him earlier. Entering the series, he reached base in 15 straight games. Well, he's now done it 2 more in a row, so 17 games. With this one, though, a ground to second routine play there as Shelton throws to Sanchez for the 2nd out. So only 3 pitches into the bottom of this 7th inning and already 2 outs here against Sam Houston. So a quick 2 up, 2 down. We'll take a 7th in the order to the designated hitter, Luke Repka. Repka struck out swinging for the 3rd out back in the 5th inning. That was on Colton Davis. He was facing Colton Davis on the mound. Pitch. That one in the zone for a strike. 81-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Here's the 0-1. This one chopped foul off the first base line. Just goes just to the right of the RGV dugout to bring it to an 0-2. 2-out count here on Luke Repka. Again, Sam Houston with no runs in the first. They had those 4 runs back in the 2nd. Part of those thanks to the 2-run homer by Yannick. No run. Previous 3 runs, they put up 1, 1, and 2. 2 outs they are here, though nobody on. Here's the 0-2. This one hard hit foul off the 3rd baseline, way up into the air and over. Repka will stay at bat here, keeping it alive. And a swing and a miss here. 1-mile-an-hour pitch to swing. Repka took it. And a quick 3 up, 3 down, and a strike swinging to end the bottom of that 7th inning for Luke Repka. Got the top of the 8th coming your way in a few moments. UTRGV trailing 8-6. They'll see if they can get back into action here. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay with us from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
On the field or just on the go, UT Physics is with you. We offer comprehensive treatment options, on-site imaging, and personalized care. With locations across the greater Houston area, you can find care close to home. Visit utphysicians.com or call 888-4UT-DOCS to schedule an appointment today. Better healthcare starts with you. UT Physicians.
Back at it, friends. About to get underway here in the top of the 8th inning. Sam Houston leading UTRGV 8-6. The Vaqueros, though, at bat to start this inning. And a new pitcher on the mound for Sam Houston is the senior out of Spring, Texas. It's Lance Lusk. So Lance Lusk now the third pitcher here. 2-0 this season. He's pitched innings, 4 runs, 13. 4 runs were earned. He has walked 3 and struck out 19. A 1.2 ERA. Lance Lusk, one of the best here on the Cats team, and he'll try to keep this RGV team at bay, getting those warm-up pitches on the mound right now for Sam Houston. Well, this game is also made part this afternoon in part by our good friends by SHSU Physicians. In our neighborhood, the medical staff at SHSU Physicians are helping to meet important health care needs and training student doctors on the latest advanced medical while offering that same level of knowledge when caring for your family. All major insurance plans are accepted. Be part of our family. Schedule an appointment with SHSU Physicians today. We'll get started here at the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9. The center fielder, Brett Kane, lead off here for the Vaqueros, trailing 8-6. Left-handed batter from the right-handed pitching of Lance Lusk. The fastball inside, 1-0. Early count to get going here for Brett Kane. Lusk takes a breath. Here's the next pitch. This one plopped up over short. Jefferson, glove up, and an easy routine play for the first out at short. Take us down to 8th in the order, DeAndre Shelton. Then behind him on deck, Isaac Lopez. Shelton is 1 for 2 here this afternoon. As he had the double back in the 6th, was left stranded out there as part of those 2 left on. Here's the first pitch to him. In the zone for a strike. 89-mile-an-hour heater here on a hot afternoon. And Saturday, it's 0-1 on Shelton. Here's the next pitch. To the outside. A little bit slower at 80 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Again, the Vaqueros trailing Sam Houston 8-6. Just underway here in the top of the 8th. 1 out, nobody on. Lusk with the sunshine to his face. Here's the right-handed pitch. This one popped up. Plenty of airtime under it. And Chadwick from center will run over to left center and makes the grab for the second out. He had good conversation over there with Contreras at left. Chadwick took it and we're 2 away.
Shortstop number 12, Isaac Lopez.
Bottom of the order, the shortstop, Lopez 1 for 3 here this afternoon. Had the single and then left stranded at second back in the 3rd. Grounded one over to third for the 3rd out back in the 6th. Here's the first pitch to the right-handed batter. That one in the zone for a strike. 85 mile an hour right across the plate as he looked at it. 0-1. Good friend Mike Blackwell back in the Austin area joining us in the booth. Good to see you, Mike. A bit of time is called here as Isaac Lopez steps back. Now in that right batter's box. His right foot down near the corner on the inside. 0-1, 2-out count. Lusk on the mound for the Bearkats. Here's the pitch. That one in the zone for a strike as well to bring it to an 0-2. Vaqueros putting up one mark back in the 7th to make this a little more interesting, trailing 8-6. Here's the next pitch. That one dropped into the inside, 1-2. Time now, the delivery, swing and a miss, got him for the third and final out. So Lance Luss coming in for Atkinson, doing what he does best. It's 3 up, 3 down. After one went over to short, another one to center, and then striking, swinging as to Isaac Lopez. 3 up, 3 down. We're through 7.5. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. Sam Houston leads 8-6. They're at bat when we come back. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday. Our shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
Join the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. For only $35 a year, your membership helps provide scholarship assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, car rentals, event tickets, and much more. Connect with your Bearkat pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Join today.
Welcome back, friends, live from beautiful Don Sanders Stadium here in South Texas. More of East Texas. We sometimes say Southeast here in Huntsville, as Sam Houston leading 8-6, hosting UTRGV in this second of 3 game series. RGV taking the first game last night 10-4. Sam Houston trying to respond to even things up. Again, leading 8-6 as we go into the bottom of the 8th. And we'll go 8-9-1 to get things rocking and rolling here. It is Walker Yannick, and he has had a fine game, 2 for 2 today, but he's been on base 3 times, scored every time that he's been at bat, by the way. We'll see if he can continue that here this afternoon. The first pitch from Escobedo is too low to the inside. And Walker Yannick getting started with a 1-ball, no strike, no out count. Here's the next pitch. Yannick, it's another base hit. This one over to left. Rolls up left center in that power alley. At 375, he'll stand tall, though, over at first. And boy, what an afternoon Walker Yannick continues to have. Had that 2-run homer back in the 2nd, hit by a pitch, came around and scored in the 4th, had the single in the 6th, came around and scored on the Clayton 2 RBI double that set a career record for Chadwick with 4 RBIs in 1 game. And that will take us down to the bottom now, 9th in the order, the third baseman, Anthony Mckenzie. He's 0 for 2, he's due. Yannick over at first after his single just moments ago. Escobedo stepped off that mound for just a moment. Now he's back up there, the left foot on the rubber. Here's a left-handed pitch on the way to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes on Anthony Mckenzie at the bottom of the order. Again, 1-0, no out count. Sam Houston's young. Here's the pitch on the way. The one to the outside, 80-mile-an-hour curve ball to bring it to a 2-0. Anthony Mckenzie, the third baseman. Really hasn't been too busy out there on the defensive side this afternoon. Did reach on a walk back in the 2nd inning, his first at bat, but then was out. Here's the next pitch. That one dropped in the zone for a strike. 2-1. Amac trying to bring Yannick into scoring position or more. Amack 0 for 2 again, batting .203 this season. No home runs, 5 RBIs. Here's the next pitch to him, to the outside, and he's way ahead now at 3-1. I'll welcome you in again if you're in the booth. Quite a few people joining us here this afternoon. Escobedo faking a toss over there to first. Just wants to keep Yannick at bay. 3-1 count, no out. Sam Houston leads 8-6. Here's the toss over to first now. Sanchez from Escobedo. Yannick is safe. Plenty of time, of course. Both of these teams, the bats have really been firing for them. 12 hits apiece in this ball game. At 17 last night. Sam Houston had 9 hits in that game, and on the 3-1, it's a walk here. Anthony Mckenzie looked at that one to the outside, so he'll reach on a walk for the second time this evening. Yannick advances over to second. And an opportunity here as we go back to the top of the order for the right fielder, Lane Brewster. Brewster singled back in the 6th on his last at-bat, came around and scored thanks to the Clayton Chadwick 2 RBI double. One of those 2 runs back in that 6th inning. Gave the Cats a little more separation. Here's the first pitch to him, placing a bunt, third base line. He won't get over to first in time, but he does exactly what he was supposed to do, advancing both runners into scoring position as Yannick will go over to third and Mckenzie to second. So 1 out we are. Lane Brewster did what he was supposed to do. And that will take us second in the order, Clayton Chadwick. Clayton Chadwick's had a great afternoon as well with those 4 RBIs we talked about earlier. That's a new career high for him in a single game. The left-handed batsman doing great work here in this ball game. He scored back in the 2nd. He had an RBI double back in that inning, then the RBI single in the 4th, and then the 2 RBI double back in the 6th that we've talked about quite a bit. Runners on 2 and 3, 1 outs here for Sam Houston. First pitch low to the inside, 1 ball, no strikes, Clayton Chadwick. Stepped out for just a moment of that left box, now getting back in, swings the bat around. Swings it one more time, waiting on the pitch from Escobedo. Escobedo getting ready here with runners behind him. Here's the pitch on the way. This one too close to the inside to bring it to a 2-0 count. Again, 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away. Runners on 2 and 3 for Sam Houston, leading 8-6 here in the bottom of the 8th. Hello to Miss Joni Collins joining us in the booth on Facebook. Good to hear from her. Doing well. Again, 2-0 count we are here, 1 away. Here's the pitch on the way. Hard swing and a miss on an 85-mile-an-hour fastball that went across the plate to bring us to 2-1. Clayton Chadwick bit on that one. Here's the delivery. That one dropped in the zone for a strike. Man, beautiful pitch there by Escobedo. 2-2 on Chadwick. Hear a little bit of the crowd in front of us tonight. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for the second out. Man, 87-mile-an-hour fastball. So that'll put Sam Houston now at 2 outs after the strike swinging by Clayton Chadwick. That'll take us third in the order, Justin Wishkoski. Oh, we say he's never the last one. Justin Wishkoski is 2 for 4 today. One of the top hitters on this team, 408 on the season. And those 2 home runs in this season so far and 25 RBIs, and a little discussion happening here on the mound. I don't know if that's going to do it for Escobedo or not. There is some action over in the RGV bullpen. Did not see any time. Yep, they're going to signal him. So there will be a pitching change here, 2-out territory. As the signal was made, and a new pitcher runs his way from the bull top to the mound. We'll have come back in 90 seconds. Stay with us, friends, from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
On the field or just on the go, UT Physicians Orthopedics is with you during life's unexpected stumbles. We offer comprehensive treatment options, on-site imaging, and personalized care. With locations across the greater Houston area, you can find care close to home. Visit utphysicians.com or call 888-4UT-DOCS to schedule an appointment today. Better healthcare starts with you. UT Physicians.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Hey Huntsville sports fans, this is Rob Hipp for Hit Solutions. Hit Solutions faithfully serves our community in several ways. First, our real estate division. We assist you with finding that piece of property that brings you home. Second, Hit Solutions Player Development provides instruction for baseball and softball players. And third, Hit Solutions is a supporter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, helping to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Christ. Hit Solution to serve you. Visit us online at hittss.com.
All right, friends, back at it. Third pitcher of the afternoon for RGV, the Vaqueros. They will bring out Alex Verdugo. Verdugo, a right-handed pitcher, very tall, 6'3", 180-pounder out of Chula Vista, California. He's a redshirt junior. And so far, he's had some action this season already. Of course, we're already through several games. And for Verdugo, a 2.25 ERA, as he has pitched in 4 innings this season, allowing just 1 run on 3 hits. That single run was an earned run. He struck out 2 and allowed 1 on a double. 2 remain on for Sam Houston. Will be responsible for those runners over at 2 and 3, which is Yannick and Mckenzie. Here's Wiskoski. Here's the first pitch on the way. This one a little low here. Kind of rolls away from the catcher, but the runners will stay. We're put at 2 and 3. And it's a 1-ball, no out or no strike count here on 2 outs for Wiskoski. Verdugo also transferring from UNLV. Taking some time here. Here's the right-handed pitch on the way. Up over, just out of the reach of the shortstop. That's going to score at least 1, and 1 more will come out. And it's a 2 RBI single. Wiskoski, keep those steaks cooking, baby. As the Bearkats put up 2 more runs, now leading 10-6, as they have scored now, going all the way back to that 4th inning. They had 1 run then, 1 run in the 5th. They're continuing to keep things going. They had 1 in the 6th. They didn't have any runs in the 7th, and then they had 2 more here in the 8th. So the 2 RBI single brings in Yannick. It also brings in Mckenzie. That'll take us down to 4th in the order. Carlos Contreras, he's 0 for 4. It's time to open the door here for Contreras. And that first pitch to the outside, that's uncharacteristic of him as well. Again, 10-6, Sam Houston. 13 hits here in this ball game, then 12 for the Vaqueros. 2 outs we are. Here's the pitch, Contreras. This one over to left, and it's just going to go foul into the Bearkat bullpen. One ball and 1 strike here on Carlos Contreras. Entering this series, leading the NCAA in RBIs. And such a powerful hitter here this season for Sam Houston. Here's the 1-1. This one swung on late, chop fouls. It goes into the diagonal wall off that first base line to bring us to a 1-2 two-out count here on Carlos Contreras. Good friend Zach Berry joining us in the booth on Facebook as well. Good to see you, Zach. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Again, if you're out there, keep those comments coming in to us. Let us know you're here, where you're listening from. We'll get to those as this game goes on. We are here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sam Houston leads UTRGV 10-6. Carlos Contreras a 1-2 count. Here's the next pitch to him to the outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the 87-mile-an-hour fastball. Verdugo taking some time here. Now the pitch on the way. Contreras, this one grounds right over to Shelton at second, and an easy routine throw for the third and final out.
For the Bearkats in the bottom of the 8th. 2 runs scored, 2 hits, 1 runner left on base.
For Sam Houston, they score 2 runs on 2 hits there in the bottom of that 8th inning. No errors, 1 left on base. We'll go to the top of the 9th. It's 3 outs to go here for the Vaqueros. Their final opportunity coming up when we come back, trailing 10-6. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
It's the final 3 outs potentially here for UTRGV as we get started in the top of the 9th inning. Trailing Samson 10-6. It's been a hot, bad afternoon for both of these teams. The Vaqueros coming off of that 17-hit game last night with 12 here in this ball game. Sam Houston had 13 so far here in this one tonight. And Lance Lusk remains on the mounds. He'll try to finish this one out here for Sam Houston. We'll go to the top of the order to start for the Vaqueros. 1, 2, and 3. Cameron Blake, followed by Diego Ramirez and Brandon Pimentel. Lance Lusk with the sunshine to his face. Here is the first pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike on the 87-mile-an-hour pitch. That's a good start on a first pitch strike to Cameron Blake. Here's the next one. That one high to the inside. A little chin music there. Call those the shave pitch. Take the whiskers off your chin. Even us up at 1-1. Here's Lusk 1-1 pitch from the right hand. This one hard hit over to right, and that's a leadoff single. So Cameron Blake doing what he gave the Vaqueros some sort of life here in the top of this 9th inning. He'll have the leadoff single resting over at first base. That'll bring up second in the order, the third baseman, Diego Ramirez. No outs we are. UTRGV trails Sam Houston 10-6. Right-handed batter stands square in the box as Ramirez. He is 1 for 3 today. Pitch on the way. Dropped in the zone for the strike. It's 0-1. Next pitch to the inside to even us up at 1-1. Lusk with the delivery. This one high upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. lot of sunshine all over the field here on this beautiful, as the sun showing some first signs of setting. The shadows of the light starting to stretch across the field. That's always the first indication of the sunset. And as those shadows get longer, the sun will continue to set. Here's a 3-1 pitch on the way. That one dropped in to bring us to a full count. It's gotten up to around 82 degrees so far outside. Here's the next pitch, the payoff. Looking for the first out for Lance Lusk. And the Bearkats are 2 away from tying this series. Be up now to the Vaqueros' Brandon Pimentel. So Pimentel having a good night or good afternoon, 3 for 4. He's one of the best hitters on the team at .412. Had a few singles in this ball game, and now making another one. That one right up that right corner. Runner going to rest over at third, and he'll take a double. So how about that for Pimentel? Blake advances all the way over to third. Pimentel at second. And that is his 4th hit of this afternoon. 14 hits for UTRGV in this ball game.
Catcher number 15, Brian Sturgis.
That'll take us to the catcher, Brian Sturgis. He's had a pretty solid game as well, 2 for 4. His last 2 at bats, both of them producing RBIs. He scored back in the 6th. He had an RBI double in that inning and then came around and scored. First pitch to him, looked at it for a strike, 0-1. Beatrice Scoggin joining us in the booth as well. Hello, Beatrice. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. It's an 0-1 count here again to Brian Sturgis. RGV has runners on 2 and 3. Here's the next pitch to the outside to even us up at a ball and a strike. 1 away, RGV trailing 10-6. Got 2 outs to try to work some magic here and get back into this game. Go back and look at those previous 2 games. I mean, it's just crazy to think that there has been 31 hits by the Vaqueros in just 2 games. Next pitch just out of the reach for a ball, 2-1. That is a lot of hitting here in just 2 games. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here for the Vaqueros. The top of the 9th, trailing 10-6. Here's the next pitch from Lusk. This one popped up foul to even us up at 2-2. Goes way off that first base side, and that one may have bounced onto Bowers Boulevard on the road. Lusk taking some time here. Mindful of those runners. Now the pitch. High to the outside. We've got a full count here at 3-2 on Sturgis. Lance Lusk faced Diego Ramirez previously in this inning. And it was on a 3-2 where Ramirez looked at it for the first out. We'll see what happens here. Lusk takes a deep breath, shrugs his shoulders. Here's the pitch on the way. This one deep over to left. Contreras in front of 375 marker has the grab. That'll probably score at least 1 on the sacrifice fly. And we're 1 out away. So 1 does come in and score. It is Cameron Blake. Ten to 7 the score now.
Right fielder number 23, Freddie Rojas.
And Pimentel remains over at second, but Blake did come in and score. See RBI there by Sturgis. The sacrifice fly brought in 1. That'll take us to Freddie Rojas Jr. First pitch, looked at that one for a strike on a 78-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch in the zone. That's 2 strikes away. Trying to put this game away and tie the series at 1-1. Lance Lusk, here's the delivery. Well, that one looked close. It was a little high, though. 1 ball and a strike. Again, make sure to stay with us post-game. We'll have a quick post-game wrap-up. We'll have our player of the game. We'll talk about his performance. We'll name that player of the game in post-game. And we'll talk about this one and then look ahead to Sunday, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Get those tickets at GoBearkats.com. 1-1 pitch. That one a little high up for a ball, 2-1. Two balls and a strike, 2 away. Runner on second for UTRGV, trailing 10-7. Here's the pitch. This one popped up. And Contreras making a run for it, and he's got the grab, and that will do it out at left. Contreras is so fast out there. And the Bearkats victorious here as we tie the series at 1-1. Bearkat hits 14 for UTRGV. It's a 10 Sam Houston victory here this Saturday afternoon. We'll step aside. We'll take a brief break. When we come back, we'll have that player of the game and post-game wrap-up. Don't go anywhere, folks. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
COVID-19 rapid testing is available at Express Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms needed. So now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Limited shots are left. Not sure which test is right for you? Express Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments needed. Walk-ins only. Express Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Express Urgent Care next to Sport Clips in Huntsville.
Join the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. For only $35 a year, your membership helps provide scholarship assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, car rentals, event tickets, and much more. Connect with your Bearkat pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association.
Work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
On the field or just on the go, UT Physicians Orthopedics is with you during life's unexpected stumbles. We offer comprehensive treatment options, on-site imaging, and personalized care. With locations across the greater Houston area, you can find care close to home. Visit utphysicians.com for UT Docs to schedule an appointment today. Better healthcare starts with you. UT Physicians.
All right, friends, back at it here. Post-game wrap-up. Sam Houston ties up the series here this weekend with UTRGV with a 10-7 victory over the Vaqueros. And Sam Houston, as I mentioned earlier, it's a hot night on the bats for both teams. Sam Houston getting 13 hits in this ball game, 14 for the Vaqueros. We'll go over those final numbers here in just a moment. My player of the game tonight, Clayton Chadwick was a runner-up as he had a career night, having 4 RBIs in a single game. But the player of the game that I'm going to pick here tonight is going to go to Yannick. Every time he got up to bat, he found scored. So he was up there 4 times, scoring all 4. He finished up 3 for 3, had that 2-run homer back in the second to really get things rocking and rolling for the Bearkats. He was hit by a pitch back in the 4th. That was on a 3-2 count. Came around and scored. He again faced a payoff pitch in the 6th, singled, came around and scored, and then had that single back in the 8th and also came in and scored there off the Wiskowski a 2 RBI single. And so, again, our player of the game tonight, our impact player of the game, goes to Walker Yannick. Great performance by that young man here tonight. We'll look over those final numbers. We'll quickly go over the pitching for UTRGV. Colton Davis credited with the loss. He is now 4-1 on the season as he finished up in 5 1/3 innings, 11 hits, allowing 8 runs. All 8 of those runs were earned. He walked 2, struck out 1, allowed 3 doubles and 1 home run by Walker Yannick. He faced 30 batters, went 98 pitches in the ball game. Stephen Beard gets the win here this afternoon for Sam Houston. He's 2-2 on the season now. 5 2/3 innings pitched in this ball game, allowing 5 runs on 9 hits. All 5 of those runs were earned. He walked 1, struck out 3, allowed 2 doubles. He faced 26 batters on 94 pitches. So a great effort here by Stephen Beard in this ball game, again with the victory here this afternoon. As far as other pitching goes for UTRGV, they went through 3 as Escobedo came in 2 1/3 innings. He only faced in this ball game 8 batters. He went for 21 pitches, and then also Verdugo, he was just 1/3 of an innings pitched. He allowed that 1 hit and only had 7 pitches against 2 batters. As we flip the script back for Sam Houston, they go through those 3 pitchers. Of course, we talked about Beard getting the win. Colton Atkinson had 1 1/3 innings pitched where he allowed 1 run on 3 earned. He struck out 2, faced 7 batters, went for 27 total pitches, finishing up with a 4.26 ERA. And then Lance Luss coming in to close this one out here as he went through 2 innings, allowing 1 run on 2 hits. That run was earned. He didn't walk anybody, struck out 2. And he only faced 8 batters, 29 total pitches for Lance Luss. So both teams bringing out 3 pitchers in this ball game. Sam Houston victorious as they go 10-7 against UTRGV. Again, that is your final 10-7. RGV with 14 hits. Sam Houston with only 1 error tonight. That goes to UTRGV. They left 7 on, and Sam Houston left 6 on. Friends, as always, it's just a joy and privilege to bring you these games. We'll have the game tomorrow, Sunday at 1 p.m. We will not have that here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network, but I believe you can catch that one on Student Radio 90.5 KSHSU, so make sure to tune in to that one. And again, thank you for being a part of this one. As the Bearkats even up the series now, 1-1, they'll try to take the series tomorrow, again at 1 o'clock. I want to remind you this broadcast has been authorized under rights granted by Sam Houston to Van Wagner. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner and Sam Houston Athletics. The executive producers of Sam Houston Baseball is Zach Kaditz. The coordinating producer is Desiree Chambers. And a special thanks to the Sam Houston Athletic Communications Office, Jason Barfield, and has always been Reichard. Studio operations by our flagship at KSAM, Steve Ricks, back at the studio here this afternoon. We appreciate you very much. And we'll have our next broadcast coming up next week. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at KSAM Sports for the latest information on broadcasting and more. Friends, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you one final time tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Good night, and God bless from Huntsville, Texas. We'll see you next time, friends.
Join the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. For only $35 a year, your membership helps provide scholarship assistance.